This is testing your broadcast. Didn't used to do this, by the way. Didn't used to do this. Good afternoon, stream. You must be on the East Coast. Over here, where I'm at, it is 9:16 a.m. I got up at like 6 a.m. like a fucking old man. But we have... I felt obligated, right? I haven't been streaming, right? And I do have a Patreon open. Of course, a new project, too. And I haven't really been able to motivate myself to come to the computer and talk about anything. So it's basically the stream about nothing. I'll play a few things up. We got a game of Crack Shack or Mansion lined up. That should be a lot of fun. But it does seem that we are live, so I will set the intro through. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Oh yes, and more importantly, with me, as always, is my very esteemed co-host. You know him. We all know him. Possibly the most influential person that has ever graced themselves on this channel right here, and that would be Streambot. Streambot should be open very, very shortly. Give it a second to boot up. There we are. We're good. But we need to... There it goes. There it goes. I did want a JF.
Get fucked! Get fucked!
I wanted a JF before we get started with the intro. Who's ready for some memes? You guys ready for some memes? All right, let's start the intro here, and we'll get into some shit.
And I just want to thank you because you're very, very special people. You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you because you are special.
Disgusting.
If you haven't given money to VCPR and you're listening to this station, you are a thief.
That's right, Michelle. You might as well throw a brick through the window and loot the place. How selfish you people are. This is public radio, serving the public with everything that is important, like me. So come on, keep us on air. It's...
Funny thing about this clip, I actually auto-tuned the voice from the Vice City Public Radio to match the same tone as Stephen Molyneux.
really important. Think of how much money you spend on drive-through fast food and commemorative plates. Take that money right now and send it direct to me. Call us. Pledge your money. Give 10% of your income. That's all we ask. And for that, you know everyone can be educated on the important things we discuss. But remember, this radio station could disappear. The voice of unprofitable radio could be silenced. But as is normal, you can't listen to an hour's worth of programming on this station without us begging for money. It's the bi-daily begathon, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash. I know that public radio may not seem very important in an era of poverty and famine and immense personal greed, but I can assure you it is. And not just because I say so. Look at the facts. Without public radio, we would never have discovered gravity, or the pizza, or the fact that a lot of people love to hear themselves rattle. Anyway, sermon over. I hope you folks at home understand how passionate we are about public radio, and it has nothing to do with the fact I got kicked off the networks. It seems people just don't care anymore. I mean, where are people's priorities? We have campaigned tirelessly for public radio for literally months now, and the station is still in trouble. But a man with a hygiene problem puts on a pop concert, and suddenly everyone has money to hand over to starving kids they've never even met. I think it's a disgrace.
Yes.
Unfortunately, public radio in Vice City is under pressure. That's because we're better than everyone. You can't hear this kind of hard-hitting, long, drawn-out programming anywhere else. But you have to give money.
You're killing me. I know it goes on a little bit too long. I need to trim that one down for the sake of brevity. By the way, breaking news! Breaking news! It continues! It continues, chat! Godwinson is premiering a video over on his channel. Convenient timing, you fucking bong. What about that super secret DM every detractor's obviously in? You could have sent me a heads up, buddy.
How dare you?
You fucker. How dare you indeed. How fucking dare you, man? We'll probably take a look at that because I'm sure there's some people in chat at least that are curious as to my hot fucking take on the e-drama that has unraveled over the past fucking week. Yeah, I'll let this play through the intro. It's a short one. I augmented one of my more recent ones.
Donate your
I'll let
money
it go.
now.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable.
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
We're cleaning it up, boys. We're gonna go clean that shit up right as he spills it. Right as he spills it, we're gonna start cleaning that shit up.
So willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over to the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
Exactly. Where was this content when the quarantine started, right?
Others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
Humanico?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project.
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon, order, a new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will crown its king.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to well, not the midnight show. It's midnight in the morning. It's the same show, but at a different time slot. You know how it goes. Welcome. It is May 12th, 2020. I almost said 2012, oddly enough. Yeah, there is a lot going on. I don't know. I haven't really seen everything. It's just more fear porn. I've been neck deep in this internet flame war. It's great. It reminds me of the old internet days. I feel like I'm at home. It's great. But welcome everybody, one and all, to the show with a soundboard that has become self-aware. As you can hear in chat, you sitting at home can become Gator. You sitting at home can start pressing those buttons. I don't have a push broom. I don't have a push broom sound just yet, but I'm gonna have to put that in there. Now, I'm enjoying a lot of aspects of this. Now, I try to be real with you, Chad. I'm not going to peddle anything that I know to be false or think to be false. Now, the whole thing with... what is it? Dick Masterson having the personal info. I don't know if I buy into... I mean, apparently he does have access to it, but as somebody who's never had or even tried to do any sort of payout on New Project 2, as, quite frankly, I never promoted it. I should have promoted it more. Mostly because I liked it as an alternative to Patreon, but there's a lot of things going on with it. And, yeah. So, I don't know that anyone's being blackmailed into simping or white knighting, I think is the more appropriate term for Dick Masterson. I think a lot of people involved are just like Dick Masterson. I said this in the last stream too. I think a lot of it is just, those people are friends. Simplest solution is usually the best after all. But that having been said, there has been an entertaining value seeing the response, because sometimes an event can be really uninteresting, but the response to it can be really entertaining. So yes, we have a $5 Streamlabs donation from Kevin Duggan. New York Jews burn Israel's flag. Oh, do they? Oh no. I'll bring that up here in a second. I think I have everything lined up. Just got to go in the events.
How dare you?
How dare you? I know. Absolutely. We support the nation of Israel here on this channel, of course. If it doesn't need to be said, well, let me reiterate it anyway. Alright. This is the video in question here. I'll go ahead and mute it. I don't think we necessarily need the music. Yeah. Whoa. Does this count as hate speech, guys? Or is this like a black person saying the N-word? Is this a false flag? Are these crisis actors? Please. What timeline do we live in? It's just a flag, bro. It is just a flag, bro. Oh shit, man, that is Woolad. So I'll go ahead and drop the link to that in chat for people who say, you know, you're probably doctoring this stream live on air. Doctoring things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's check out Godwinson's video. First of all, I wanted to share something with you, chat. All right, before we get into that, we gotta. This is on Jason Over's chat or channel. I noticed something. Get the fuck back, indeed. Get the fuck back. Now, I hold no personal animosity towards any of these people. I think Dick Masterson's kind of funny. But the PPP versus Dick Masterson, well, it reminded me of something. And let me just show you. I don't really want to overhype things. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the one going a little nuts. I mean, it's entirely possible. But you tell me, chat.
That's not true, as a matter of fact. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true, piece of shit. And if I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking got it. Motherfucking lying, cock-sucking faggot motherfucker. You want to holler over me every fucking second? I can just scream over you too, you piece of shit motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering, you motherfucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking cock. Go kill yourself, you fucking piece of motherfucking shit. Fucking goddamn! Oh, we can just holler over each other.
So there you have it, chat. It just sounded familiar to me. I don't know if any of you were thinking the same thing, but that's what it sounded like to me. A little bit of. There's a moment where I said, "Are you hollering over me right now, dude? Are you trying to holler over me?" But we're here to clean it up, boys. We're here to clean this whole thing up. Because internet friends, and pieces of silver. Now Ralph is beefing with Dick. No, he's not. No fucking way. I don't know. We'll see. It's funny because it's loud, you know? Yeah. I mean, there is a little bit of you can be comedically loud, comedically exaggerated, so to speak. Hell, just look at Godwinson in his videos. He's so animated. Arms moving all the way around. It reminded me that Dick's not an internet person. I don't know, dude. That was internet person behavior if I've ever seen it. Oh, man. This whole thing has been fucking fantastic. This has been great. And it all started over some DMs and a Medium article getting flagged. And then from there, a whole cascade of events. This whole thing has just been a fucking snowball effect. Check Xbox Live. I'll have to do that. Yeah, I've just been playing Observer to this whole thing. It's like, why haven't you made content? I finally have something to watch. Are you kidding me? It's been a boring past few months, and now I have entertainment. But that having been said, let's see what the update is, because we like to stay up to date on our internet goss. That's what they call it, right? Goss.
Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe flows you.
There it is. Oh, no, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. Should block them on Facebook. Yeah, you know, blocking people is very, lets everybody know that you're not mad on the internet.
We must secure the existence of our
Holy fuck. Here's the thing that I think a lot of people have missed, people who are who have been involved. You don't show the internet that you're pissed off. That's the last thing you want to do. It's just like walking up to a shark tank, cutting yourself and dropping the blood in the water. You know, like sharing posts from Kiwi Farms from your thread, because it implies you've been browsing your thread, and even browsing your thread is what do they call it? Locale behavior? I don't know if there's a word for it, but a certain, I'm trying to think of the proper way to say this, but when you feed into nothing but negative energy that is just negative towards yourself on a very personal level, when you expose yourself to that all the time, and this is why the locale cycle kind of goes as it does, it's like an endless feedback loop of them responding to criticism, melting down, recovering, and then owning the haters by being well, right into allowing that criticism and being so fine-tuned in with it that they allow it to influence themselves into melting down again, and it just keeps going and going. It's the whole cycle. Am I emo? No, I'm not. I was never emo. I was more into metal and punk when I was in high school. Now I'm into like everything. I transcend the genres. No, I don't really like any. Popular music fucking sucks. Like, popular culture is garbage. I don't want to sound like the hipster here. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but if you just find me some dude who made something in a basement, something, I should phrase that better. Some dude who on his downtime in between two jobs or something worked on his music project, I'd be far more interested in that than just anything that anybody's trying to fucking promote. Anyway. I am very proud of the fact that I have no idea who Cardi B is. Alright, let's see where Godwinson is. Because, like I said, chat, we're gonna have to clean this fucker up. It's
not gonna happen. Unless you do it in the car park.
Okay, yes, they're talking. So, to give you a little bit of context, Ethan Ralph and PPP are going to fight IRL. Blood Sports. Part 2. Internet Blood Sports Part 2. This time, it's personal. Electric Boogaloo. You've heard it. I've heard it. We've all wanted it. And first of all, one of the things is Ralph refuses to wear a fucking shirt. Like a fat kid at the pool, refusing to wear his fucking shirt, or refusing to take off his shirt. Excuse me, the reverse of fucking Randy. Refuses to take off a shirt. Like I said, a fat kid at a public swimming pool. That's, as far as I understand, one of the terms of conditions. You know, man, if you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna be hypothetically in the ring, you would think that you would be planning to be in such decent health that you won't mind being there without a shirt off. It's so fucking amazing. So effing gay. It's pretty gay. It's pretty gay. Maybe it's just all of this overdose on coronavirus information, but I just don't give a shit about corona anymore. What did I just walk into? That's the important question, really. What's the drama about? It's just an internet flame war, right? There is no core issue. Just people talking shit, trying to make something happen. And to be fair, it's been pretty fucking hilarious. Pretty fucking hilarious. Seeing Dick red as a fucking tomato, yelling at PPP, screaming at PPP. I've never seen some person that's irrelevant, entirely irrelevant, right? And and this isn't me, I'm not using that as some sort of like conduct, oh, this person's nothing. I mean, because I am too. But somebody relevant, not even in the grand scheme of things, irrelevant in our irrelevant corner of the internet, get under everybody's fucking skin like this. It has been amazing. Anyway, we need a second Civil War. How about a third? What about the third Civil War? Have we taken Corona too far? Well, as long as you're having fun, man. Race riots. I haven't heard anything about that. Feel free to link me. People blocking off highways again in protest. I kind of wish I haven't heard of this PPP guy. Oh man, you know what? My introduction to him was something I wish I could forget as well. I'm just jealous I wasn't prom king. Yeah, you know, I gotta, let's be honest, at 30 years old, the last thing, or excuse me, Freudian slip, the first thing on my mind is, damn, I wasn't prom king. Ugh. Yeah, I'm familiar with him from the Stream Me saga. There's a few riots in Germany, Berlin, and Stuttgart. Is coffee gay? No, it is not. Coffee is fucking based in red pilled. Speaking of which, I actually need to get another cup of coffee. I do have some articles. It's not entirely interesting, but there's a few things we can take a look at, and apparently there's a fucking boogaloo going on. We'll have to take a look. It's pretty sad when you peaked at being the prom king. I don't know. I would say having the biggest problem in the universe on your resume would be a little bit better than prom king, at least. But what is pretty sad is having to use that to own some random fat fucking Canadian on the internet. And I say that with respect to our stout PPP stout PPP. Trying to think of a funny way of saying it. Opinions on the PPP and Jim stream. It would have gone much better if Leo Pirate wasn't there. I don't even dislike Leo Pirate necessarily. I walked away feeling very unimpressed with him. I'll say that much. I know a lot of the things that he was saying, in my opinion, were reaching. And fuck. Just got a little lame. But I think PPP did well. Jim did well. It was alright. It was like a kind of a milquetoast stream for the most part. Although Leo Pirate kind of made it entertaining because he got Jim pissed off. So it brought a little bit of blood sports to it. But the difference is he seems sincere in his, oh my god, this is going on. But with Godwinson and PPP, they seem to be, trolling. So I don't know. Kevin Duggan with $1.99. The flag one more time, please. You know what? Yeah, I gotta get some coffee. So I'll let this completely harmless video play over here in a second. And I'll go get some coffee. Remember to praise CAC. That's exactly correct. Praise CAC. Take the real fucking red pill. Alright. Here we go. You're muted. You're muted, bro. My mistake. I remembered to mute myself, but I forgot to put up the video. Okay, I can't handle any more of their yelling, but I'll leave it up on screen. My sincerest apologies. So mad, indeed. You're muted, bro. I'm hearing Boomer. Oh man, it's hard to see this on screen. It just hurts me to my very core. Oh, it hurts. Why would they do something like this? Why would they do something like this? See, most people don't realize this is all a part of the of Sargon's 20-year plan or 12-year plan or whatever it was, 15-year plan. It's all part of the plan. All right. Oh yeah, it looks like this Godwinson one's gonna be good. Let's just jump to like where it's at right now.
No Jews. No Jews. Forget Jews. Forget Jews. No Jews. Forget Jews. No Sweden. No San Francisco cocksucker. No Jews.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about it. And I guess it sucks to be in another position, but that's not me, so.
We caught it right at the end, chat. Right at the end. What do you think? Do you think Jim was truly ignorant of what was going on or just playing dumb? I think he probably takes allegations of people flagging very seriously, so he wants to see something a little more concrete than a bunch of circumstantial evidence. But, I mean, not everything's circumstantial. Like, I think if PPP had pushed a little further, explained the Full Blast Forever stuff, he could probably had something. Is he trying to weasel? Like, look, I want to bring up Tara LaRosa's Twitter real quick. In fact, matter of fact, it shouldn't take me very long. Oh, look at that. So yeah, I forget. We are blocked on Twitter, but you can still get the basic gist of what's going on here. Ralph tagged Tara LaRosa, basically like, hey, you know, we're back. Roll out the red carpet again. Set it up. Set it the fuck up. Hey, we decided we wanted to bestow upon you guys some of our internet clout. We're gonna bring our 600 strong DLive audience, every last one of them. We're gonna show up to this thing. I shouldn't talk shit because, like, to me, you know, I do this show if there are only 50 people here. You know, I mean, if we got into like the single digits range, maybe I'd feel like I was just talking to a wall and stop. But the numbers are complete bullshit. It's the quality of the show. I've seen really high quality content from channels with like less than 1,000 subs. So the amount of viewership doesn't speak to the quality of the program. So that's not my criticism. But for a person that continuously brags about the numbers and where they're at, and then thinking, oh, I'm gonna tag Tara LaRosa in this thing. Hey, set it up. Yeah, we're gonna make you guys fucking famous. We're big shots around here. And then this is her response. Dude, no promoter wants to deal with you fucking weirdos. So no promoter. No one wants to deal with this. All of them have heard about it. No one, presumably, all of them have heard about it. No one wants to fucking deal with it. All these terms and demands. Y'all aren't even fighters. Go find a Dairy Queen parking lot and have somebody film it. Also, Cali Athletic Commission, good luck. Leave me out of it. Leave her out of it. I've got better things to do during quarantine when no one has anything better to do. So that's her 2 cents there. Terms and demands. You know what this reminds me of? Both sides? It reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just the way it's turning out. Like everybody in this is a fucking character. I've heard. I don't know how true the allegations are about the bots, so I won't speculate without something a little more concrete. A Godwinson this week in Dragon Ball Z. Nah, I don't want to sully what he has going for him. I kind of did earlier. It continue. I did that earlier, but Sweepy Squad. Oh, the Sweepy Squad. I love that. That's good. No, I imagine all of us are, not just Ralph. All of us are a laughing stock for the MMA world. Like, think about it like this. I talked about this in chat before the show started, but think about it like this. You hear about this big internet beef, and you're thinking you're going to get KSI versus Logan Paul, or Jake Paul, or whoever the fuck it was. You're going to get these big names, millions of subs, right? And they probably heard about it, like, secondhand from people, because right around that time, you know, the kill stream was popping. It was pretty popular. People at InfoWars were just like, yeah, we watch it around here. And next thing you know, first of all, getting it together was a fucking headache to begin with, because each person had terms and conditions that were like they weren't working in like good faith with the promoters, in my opinion. It seemed like, okay, I want this and this, where most fighters are just, yep, set it up, I'll be there. It's that simple for them. But these people were no, I want a weighted blanket and a bottle of cognac. They're expecting to be pampered to, almost. It was, in my opinion, even as somebody that was watching it, and you know, this is tangentially a community that I participate in, it just came off incredibly disrespectful, ungrateful. So after all of that, and the fight didn't even fucking happen, right? You've got Ralph and Worski at the weigh-in streaming the fucking thing, yelling "smash or pass" at the chicks as they're weighing in. And then when they show up to the... And by the way, this is not me more... I'm just saying, this is from their perspective, right? I thought it was funny, and I wish they would do it just the same way again, if it were to happen again. But then when the show starts, you get Dick Masterson wheeling Andy Worski in a wheelchair with an Indian headdress, which might be perceived by some of them as a bit xenophobic. You have to remember, this is a normie audience. Ethan Ralph dressed like Caesar. Or maybe it was Richard Spencer, but who knows? But yeah, they go down, they had a whole segment, but the weird part, the part that they probably thought was the strangest, because it was in the middle of their broadcast, their professional broadcast, or maybe amateur level broadcast, is the shit talking, and it went well at first. But when Ralph comes out and goes, "Daddy, no," that was probably the moment where a lot of them went, okay, this is a bit much. I don't know about handling this. This is... woo lad. And it was funny, don't get me wrong. It was a fucking good move. I laughed quite substantially. But if you see it from their perspective as people, and you might not know this, but I've known a few fighters myself, they take this industry very seriously because they put their blood on the line. They have to fight for like months and months, sometimes years, before they get a professional fight. Before any of this even happens. And they got a shortcut all the way to the front just to kind of make fools out of everybody and Valor Fights. From their perspective, that's the way they see it. And like I said, fighters take this stuff very seriously. I am willing to bet that a large portion of them saw this as just a spit in the face. Because somebody who is a good fighter that would spend fucking years training could have been in that spot. but instead someone got kind of cut to the line because they had some internet clout. And again, this isn't necessarily my take on the situation. Like, I'm not outraged, but from their perspective, I can see them seeing this. You know, and I haven't talked to any of my fighter friends in a while, but I know that it's one of those things that they would be pissed off hearing about it. Even if I tried to show them the intro as like, hey, look how funny this is, they would go, that's fucking disrespectful as hell. No, I'm not moral fagging. I'm trying to explain because, again, it's not a personal outrage, but these are people that take their profession more seriously than most people take theirs, right? Like, take the average businessman that runs a business. They take this more seriously than they take their business. Because they're actually putting their body on the line. They're investing their own health into it. So it's a little bit more intricate than most industries. So, yeah. Moral F slur. I would never utter the F slur. Ever. Any of those clips of me saying an F slur are doctored by detractors. Am I the 20th man? I mean, why stop at 20? Do you really think there are only 20 men? Do you really think that there are only 20 men? 20 men. Maybe at their... You know, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know if that's YouTube friendly. 20 men. At Ram Ranch. That's what the kill streams turned into. 20 people. I was going to do a whole bit. No, never mind. 20th man. But we did get the first lady. Did you guys see Mama JF do a stream where... I mean, she needs subtitles. Somebody needs to put fucking subtitles on that live stream where she has a parrot. It's so fucking nuts. Like, this timeline. What the fuck happened? How did we get here?
Get fucked! Get fucked!
Andy curled pool weights and rolled around and is definitely not a gay friend in the park for a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, lad. What I mean is your own personal health, right? And again... It's not an industry I participate in, but I know firsthand from people who do, and they take it like more seriously than you would think. I want to see that shit. Should we check out Mama JF's stream for a minute? To be honest, I'd rather not, but we got Kino's stream, Mama JF. I don't know if Kino is the word I would use to describe it. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily say it. I don't know. Took it as seriously. Took it as seriously as he could. Well, he should have just walked down in the ring and said his bit. But the extra theatrics, they treated it like WWE because, you know, Ralph's a WWE guy. He probably wanted to show up like Jimmy Hart. But that sort of theatric entrance is probably not smiled upon in their profession. Just speculation from a, you know, kind of anecdotal experience, I guess. Clean it up, Dame. Oh boy, I've been seeing that cleanup duties have been quite impressive. Quite impressive. Down to watch some potato rambling? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm loving the Trailer Park Boys. What do you call it? The Trailer Park Boy reference in the lore of this now.
Press 1 to follow the Twitter. Press 1 to follow the Twitter. I'll accept.
Oh my. Oh my. Chat. He sold his soul. Godwinson. Look, chat. I didn't think his soul would be so corrupted at such an early age. At such an early part in this timeline. He's already selling his soul to promote his Twitter timeline. You see, that's the thing. Godwinson's so much better at dedicating himself to a bit. Sitting there, gonna play that one up like he did the Toad video. And he did it all for Twitter. Look at his face. Look at no joke. I've watched that video like twice. It's so fucking good. That is some quality content. Even the green bastard fears shithawks. He should be. He should be. All right, let's check out Godwinson. Let's see what's going on here. Because if I wasn't streaming right now, I'd be watching this. Gotta let the fuel fucking rise. Man, those the kill stream. They should be streaming every time Godwinson puts up a video. To have their official response and just to keep the chain of content going. So we always have something to watch until we get absolutely bored with it.
DMs, I probably won't respond. If you've got anything interesting, we'll VC on Discord. Follow the Twitter, press 1. Apparently there's the 6th.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you got me.
Who wants to contact me.
You got me.
And his only means of setting something up is via Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the promo for the Twitter. Press 1 to follow Godwinson on Twitter. DM's open. We accept anything. We'll read everything. We'll see if you've got anything juicy. We'll see if you've got anything.
Alright, we'll return to that. But I got something for you guys. Bruce Lee is rolling over in his grave after what he did. I know you're trying to be funny, but that's like, I don't know if you're, yeah, that's hilarious. That is good. I'm on the right side of history. I'm sitting on the fence, Chad. I don't know what you're talking about. I am absolutely on the fence. I just don't know what to... I need to have somebody tell me what I believe. So, to break things up, because we've been going for 45 minutes, kind of just hanging out. I do have a few articles, but who gives a shit about reading the news, really? I'll have a segment where we read through a few things. But I have a game for you guys. It's called Crack Shack or Mansion. So I don't have a graphic or anything for it, but Crack Shack or Mansion? What do you think, Chad? Is this a Crack Shack or is this a mansion? Is this a Crack Shack or a mansion? 26 pieces of silver. What can you even buy with 26 pieces of silver? Just sad. Just wait for the punchline, dude. It's different. It's different. So I'm gonna go mansion, okay? And that one was a mansion. See this one here? I'm gonna say Crack Shack. Correct. It is a Crack Shack. All right, and then we have this one here. I'm gonna say Crack Shack again. Wrong. That is a mansion. Okay. And let's say mansion. Wrong. That is a Crack Shack. Okay. Crack Shack. Wrong. See, so I'm not very good at this. But we have another one here. Crack Shack or mansion, chat. I live in a mansion. He's overcome. It's all over. It's over, chat. I've been fucking exposed. Absolutely exposed. It's a lame bit. Called it. Come on, it's a funny bit. Besides, I didn't know. Get fucked. That looks like Dick's mansion. Well, I mean, it may or may not be a similar building. Well, what do you think, Chad? Is that a mansion? Just chat. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't want to take their bit by the press 1 in chat, but that's the best way of getting a feel for what chat's thinking. Press a 1 in chat if that's a mansion. And put a 2 in chat if you think that's just a fucking basic bitch house. Sounds like flamenco. Oh, how dare you, sir. No, I don't. I don't even particularly dislike flamenco, but how dare you. Meme thievery. I mean, we might have had the same idea. Shit. 2. Lots of 2s. I see a 3 too. Lemon. And see, if we're gonna accuse anyone of stealing this, This was on Kiwi Farms before it was on PPP's channel, so who's the real content meme thief? Didn't realize we had the meme patent office in the chat. I guess they are. They're cleaning it up, man. They're absolutely. What's the joke? Have I missed something? Well, the joke is that the other day, Dick Masterson was bragging about being the prom king, living in a mansion and fucking supermodels, and this is his mansion. I guess this is his summer home, which is kind of the funny part about it, because he has a nicer house somewhere else, but this is his summer home. This is his mansion. The gun's gonna cause forest fires to spite me now. It's already burnt down, folks. Okay, I'll stop playing. Oh man, no, I won't. But I do have something that is just so fucking amazing that I don't even know what to do with it, because I'm not gonna. I didn't come across it. I saw it somewhere. I didn't discover this myself. Somebody sent it to me. Oh no! Did I delete it? I thought I had it saved onto my phone, but I think I deleted it. Okay, well, I don't feel like going into it, but Ralph's driveway literally has a gun. His driveway literally has a gun. I mean, there's no shirt to pull down. It's a driveway. What game is it? It was Crack Shack or Mansion, but Prom Kings Rise Up. How many of you guys were Prom Kings? I wasn't Prom King. I didn't even go to prom. I was hanging out with friends and partying. Because who the fuck wants to go to something? Who wants to go to school after school? Are you guys retarded? Oh, I want to see, like, Mr. Hopkins and blah, 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 blah. Get out of here, you fucking preppy faggot. I live in a mansion. I never laughed so fucking hard in my life. That was really just hats off to Dick Masterson for giving us that stream. At the expense of his own ego. He could take it. He's a big boy. That's why I don't feel a need to defend any of these guys. They're all adults. They can handle it. Who gives a shit, right? It's people talking shit. Now, I'm not going to go on here and talk about, like, oh, there's a conspiracy to blackmail people from talking shit about them and maybe even white knighting for them. I don't think it goes that far. But seeing the reaction from this has been some fucking great internet content. Yes, that's right. Keeping it nice and tidy around here. He couldn't take it. He was banging. Oh, I saw that. He's not handling it all that well. Now, there is a little bit of irony to all of this, right? Because this is something that is a consistent pattern with a lot of internet personalities, where at one point they are able to capitalize, they're able to thrive on internet trolls, but eventually the snake always consumes its own tail, and eventually they're the recipient of the same thing they didn't like. Now, thankfully, I think it's a little bit more delicate on him than it was in comparison to somebody like Maddox. But for what had gone down with him and Maddox, this is pretty tame in comparison, so I can't exactly feel bad for him. I mean, this isn't that bad. I'm sure he's doing just fine in his fucking Barbie super home. When Dick unironically ends up looking like a dick. That's a fair way of putting it. Working behind enemy lines. But which enemy line, right? Which enemy line? The banning makes it worse. Yes, you're essentially putting out a big bullseye saying that this actually does bother you. This actually... and it wasn't just his mods doing it. It was him in the show saying, alright, start banning these people. Get them out of here. And which he has every right to do. It's his show, right? But it's indicative of a certain quality, right? A certain... dare I say, insecurity. Oh, yeah, and then the part that was most off to me, right, was when he's talking to PPP, and he turns around and goes, oh, Zoom just texted me. He wants on. And then Nick goes, oh, I don't know who this guy is, despite him being on my show. Oh, I have no idea. Well, maybe we'll just... Why do you need to bring in Zoom? And why does he have your phone number? And why are you happy to hear from him? That's the thing that no one's brought up. He was happy as hell to hear... Dude, Zoom's calling me. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Zoom. He's calling me. He's texting me right now, telling me he wants to come on. That was the most bizarre part to me. And then when Nick's like, well, I don't know who he is. Well, I mean, I do know who he is. Or, remember, it was, oh, I'm sorry, PPP. You have to leave the call. And I'm glad this happened, too, because we got the PPP-1 out of it, where they just admit defeat and go, yes, please leave. And looking down and defeated. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And then later in the call, they seem perfectly fucking competent enough to get Zoom out of there. Well, I thought you couldn't ban anybody. What the hell is going on here? What the fuck backwards world is this? It's crazy, right? I guess, you know, I've made an ass out of myself once or twice on this platform, right? Probably right in front of some of you guys who were in chat. And the best that you just keep going. You walk with some egg on your face. It's fine. What is it that Al Swearingen said in Deadwood? He said something along the lines of, pain and suffering don't end the world, nor do despair or fucking beatings. The world ends when you're dead. Until then, you've got a lot of punishment left in store. Stand it like a man and give some back. Just gotta give some back, you know? I also thought Nick's interjections throughout the stream were kind of lame. Like the whole every time I was like, oh my god, just shut up, Nick. Mute yourself, sit back and count the fucking super chats that are coming through and PPP posting. You know, that Cyberpunk game that you use for background sometimes just released. Oh hell, I didn't even know it was from a thing. Virtuaverse. I'll check it out. I didn't realize it was from like a game. Yeah, and then, so yeah, that was the big part, the other part to me that I forgot to mention a second ago. Is Nick didn't know who this guy was, but they were all around. Zoom was there when the whole Tonka thing happened. He knew who he was, trying to play fucking dumb. And I liked how their guest just called them all on their bullshit right there. It was great. And here, if I could give any of those guys advice, if they were to ever hear this, you know, my advice would be never get in a fight with a man with nothing to lose, right? When you have this big internet podcast and all this, you don't pick an internet fight with just some random asshole who stands to lose nothing at all. And he had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and they had nothing to gain and everything to lose. That is a recipe for failure every time. Am I liking this most recent shit show? I am. This might be my favorite fucking season of IBS. No joke. Did I play arcades as a kid? Hell yeah. Favorite arcade. The TMNT cabinet with the 4 players. I think it was a Konami game. Favorite fucking arcade game. I want one. No, I mean, Zoom docs Tonka on Racket stream. Yes, and then suddenly he just doesn't seem to remember that. Doesn't remember the person. Yeah. I wasn't buying it either, and I don't think anyone else was. Oh, who? Oh, this person that your friend Dick is just like happy to hear from, knows him. Oh, wow. But you don't even know who he was despite him being on your show and doxing Tonka right on your show? Funny you don't remember that. I love how in denial they all are about coming to Dick Masterson's aid. Now, again, excuse me. I don't think it's a grand conspiracy. I think they just all like Dick, and they all like Dick, and more than that, they're all wanting to prove themselves and how much they like Dick. That's the most important thing. I mean, imagine if you're ever in the situation where everyone around you is trying to white knight for you, you should look around and go, oh, yeah, maybe this is lame. Which character will come back next? I think Tonka. My money's on Tonka. Red Man Radio. Nick Rakita made bank on that stream. He sure did, which is why I don't know why he was irritated. He should have just sat back and sipped on his coffee like he did with the Tonka and Andy Blood Sports. Instead, they have been a little emotionally invested in it. Halo 2 arriving on PC at 8 p.m. Pacific time. Hell yeah. Final Fight LNS Ultimate sounds interesting. It's the longest stop. The longest stop. And to think, this all came from somebody who, this all started from a person nobody likes, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, nobody likes Pod Awful. But he was able to, like, push the first domino in a fucking series of events that led us to where we are right now. That's right, we're absolutely cleaning it up. There is nothing to PPP, zero entertainment value. I don't know, man. He has some pretty funny things from time to time. He can also have some downtime, some boring moments, but who am I to judge somebody on some boring moments in their stream, you know what I mean? We still talking about Blood Sports Drama? Yeah, man. I forget how we got onto it, but I've just been kind of trying to give a little bit of context to people who haven't been paying attention to it. It's been a beautiful little trash fire. Yeah, I see. I don't know. I could see Tonka, because remember he talked to Kraut one time. Maybe he could get in touch with PPP. Next thing you know, when they do the fight, you got Dick Masterson following, or maybe Andy Worski following Ralph to the fucking municipal center that they rent, that they're inevitably gonna have to rent out some fucking like local gym, and PPP will have Tonka Saw walking him to the ring. Oh man, is Plate back? I didn't know Plate was back. Don't let everyone fucking hear that though. They'll start thinking that Plate's behind everything. It's their little boogeyman. I've seen some fucking like fucking single digit IQ takes because people are so like fearful of the Plate. Tonka can't walk. Tonka won't show up unless a fight is scripted. Well, can we write in a part where he runs in with a steel chair? I'm all for that. I'm the Chad. That's usually words spoken from a Chad, for sure. But, yeah, I hope this thing comes together, because I need something to do. I wish it was going on right now, so I could just go watch. I think PPP's core message rings true. He talks about these people grifting money from their fans and not standing by their principles. They're content surfers, and they get lazy, e.g. Jim. Yeah, I can say I've been getting lazy, too, you know, and I try to... I'm guilty of it to a certain degree myself, but I try to be sincere. That having been said, there is a little to that, right? What PPP is saying. Because on one end, they'll unironically make shirts and promote them that say, Knoxville Knockout Crew or Killstream Cleanup Crew, right? With the KKKs. And they'll walk around, and then when somebody goes, oh my god, you're like affiliated with white supremacists, they get outraged and go, how dare you? Even though that's kind of the joke. I mean, you could say it's trolling, but I don't see it. If you act retarded, you're still acting retarded. Just seems like there's a lot of like disingenuous shit. I'm not calling any one person out, but one person will try to play to a certain audience. Think about it like this. If you had Mark Collette on your show as one of your most frequent guests, and then you had to bring on your ex-wife just to try to go, hey, I swear this guy's not a white supremacist. Like, I didn't think you were, but you do understand the perception, right? Optics of your most frequent guest being Mark fucking Collette, the neon Nazi. The anti-celeb. I'm not against people making money, but it shouldn't come off so distasteful. And you should back products that you stand behind, I think. Unless you really love Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, I'm not going to shit on a guy for trying to make some money, but I don't think I'm going to do a sponsorship ever again. I did one, and I just didn't like doing it, and then I saw Toad's Raid Shadow Legends ad, and I just immediately said, well, I'm never doing this. Holy fuck. This made me want to actually I stopped watching the video. There are people who say F slur. Yeah, it's pretty lame. He had David Duke on. I mean, you can talk. I'd bring David Duke on. I'm not a white supremacist, but I'd talk to David Duke. I'd love to hear him talk about nutrition and shit. I mean, you can talk to somebody and it doesn't mean that you're associated with them. Or you can talk to somebody a lot and it doesn't mean that you're associated with them. But you have to consider that the normie, the regular-ass person that is not informed, when they go, oh, this is your most frequent guest, then I would assume you and him agree on a lot of things. You know what I mean? $20 a man's gotta eat, right? Man's gotta eat. Oh, a 360-degree camera. Oh, boy. You can hear Toad's soul wither away as he does the ad. I mean, we're all out of work. Like I said, I'm not gonna shit on a guy for trying to make some money. Is that I haven't seen any of Zoom streams in a minute. You see, that's the thing. I brought this up. You know, this is just such a good way of getting a beat for chat. Now, if you're in an open relationship, it's implied that it goes both ways, right? Which would seem to indicate that somebody's probably fucking his girl. Which means, what does that mean, chat? I don't know. And I like Dick Masterson, right? But I understand the perspective of, this guy's kind of a phony. Here he was calling this guy a cuck while he's in an open relationship. I mean, if you're in an open relationship, you're getting cucked. That's somebody's getting cucked at least. So either it only goes one way, in which you're part of a dead relationship that you're refusing to acknowledge, or it's going both ways and you're in a dead relationship you're refusing to acknowledge. So, in either case, I don't envy his position at all. I'm not going to judge a guy for having open relationships, but there is a little bit of irony in a person who is in one calling anybody else a cuck. Just funny. No, I actually say African American. When I'm in my car and I'm angry, I just say African American. Ah, you Chinese fellow. I did see PPP basically saying he's gonna fucking impregnate her with twins. Pretty funny. Yeah, that's my take. Open relationships are always bad. They're drenched in insecurity and insincerity. Full Blast has seen the light. I like Full Blast. If not for anything besides his music. his music taste. I tuned in for one of the restreams one time, and I think Ralph overslept or he didn't make it, so he streamed anyway, and it was just FTL, Risk of Rain music, and I think he played Chrono Trigger music. Immediately said, "This guy's alright by me." Alright, so I'm gonna add another moderator triggered NPC. He got gassed. You see, the wrenches aren't meant to enforce any sort of chat moderation. Don't bother timing people out. Don't do that. It means I have to give out even more wrenches, so eventually everyone will have a wrench. They're inconsequential for the most part. PPP is Mossad. That should, if they wanted to play back, they should just make a satire video about how PPP has links to the ADL and the SPLC and Jared Holt, and just play it off. I can't abuse my power. Okay, I'm gonna let you get away with one. You get one. Player 920, you now have a moderator wrench for getting timed out. Welcome to the fucking club, buddy. Sweep me up, mods. You know what? I do need to do some sweeping. This is the sweep up stream. You know what? I don't want to like permaban you though. I wanted to jokingly put you in timeout. No new mod needed. There we go. Thank you, T-Clips. She's got your back. If nothing else, she'll give you the gas when you want it. Clean it up, boys. I got my fucking... Where is my broom? Where is it at? I got one around here somewhere. I know I got one around here somewhere, because I clean this place like a fucking madman. All I do now is clean my apartment. Sweeping it up, folks. Just... Sweeping. Where is Richard Spencer? Is he in his toga outfit? Is he dragging some poor woman downstairs? Who can say? Keep it clean. They do it for free. They do it for free. I've never laughed so hard. The Toad one, where... Because everyone, right? Like the Nicholas DeOrio, people who are mostly out of the loop, coming across the Godwinson videos, he's mad that people are making money on the internet. It's just so funny. And so the next video is him with a fucking mushroom with a face drawn on it. Serious as a fifth heart attack, looking into the camera. Look at his face. Look. That's the face of a Judas. Of a fucking Judas! Holy fuck. You want to be a Janny? Well, I'm gonna give you a wrench, bud. Start cleaning up. Start cleaning the fuck up. Grifters of a feather flock together. I'm gonna put that on a fucking shirt and sell it, bud. Who's the real shill? You see, chat is the one that will never sell out. Because there's no way to buy in. Cleaning squad, rise up. It's Toad's real face reveal. You know it. The first lady video. I didn't watch all of it. I seen some of it. I can't stand Mama JF. I can't understand a word she's saying. It just sounds like somebody making noise. I can't for the life of me understand her. The Sweetie Squad's now the sweeping squad. They are. They're cleaning things up. Spencer is rubbing Crowder the right way in his hot tub. That seems... I would believe it if someone were to just tell me. Is Mama JF still around? Well, that's a good reason to check it out. Because some people might not know. They might have not seen the light. Righteousness was right in front of them and they just... didn't realize it was so close. There it is. It's buried. Unfortunately, a little higher up is a Groiper Mama JF. But yes, here you are. Mama JF with 1,300 and 10 subscribers. Looks like my phone is deciding to fuck with me a little bit. Oh, we had a super chat. I was cleaning things up. I forgot to read my super chat. Chikai with 2 pounds. The Gunt fears the PPP. He does seem to fear the PPP. And here it is, folks. The chat is getting the gas. Get fucked, indeed. All right, so let me go back and give everybody some wrenches. You guys are keeping me working today, huh? Oh, why don't you just get rid of all the wrenches? I mean, a lot of these people have been here for a minute. I don't want to kick them out of the club. So I guess we have more moderators now. Some of you will be, yeah, the chat is getting entirely gassed. I don't know that I could keep up with it. So my apologies, folks. Holy fuck. You guys are cleaning it up. Clean it up, boys. Clean it the fuck up. Okay, so this is gonna turn into the Kumite because I'm gonna try to go back and moderate everybody. Oh no. It's good. I gotta let you guys have fun though. I gotta let you guys have your fun. Alright, I got some of you. I got some of you modded. Oh, you bastards. That's a lot of cleaning. Boys, I'm not paying you. Stop cleaning it up, okay? I don't need you to clean it up. Oh. I only did one don't demote. Oh god, guys. Fuckers. I haven't seen this much gas since well, never mind. I don't know. This is not based at all. This is lame. I get it's funny. It's funny. I literally almost before the stream had I had the thing up to remove all the mods, and I said, you know what? I'll leave it up for one more stream. I'll leave it up for one more stream. All right, I'm gonna let Mama JF talk here for a minute. Okay, it's muted.
But first of all, I want you to listen to my story so you will understand better what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, so let's start.
This is starting to look like the fucking kill stream chat, man.
What happened in my life? This story started when I was 19 years old. When I was 19 years old, I was fucking
Chat no
sick
state.
of everything. I thought it was not normal that day.
Yeah, I think that's about as much as I need. We are OCD about cleaning up. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. Cleanup crew. The cleanup stream. What did you think I meant when I said cleanup? That didn't even mean to be an impression. I've just seen enough of this shit lately. Alright. It continued. It's so good, man. God, those guys, man. This has been a fun fucking ride, that's for sure. I did hear her comment about not talking to JF and just having reproductive sex. Yeah, she says apparently that them talking is too autistic. One has to assume that she's talked to other people too. But you guys remember when, I think it was the JF and Andy Worski breakup? JF coming forward and saying, hey, I am an alpha Chad. Chat can't handle me because I'm an alpha Chad. Alright. Let's see. Just, cleaning it up a bit, chat. Give me a second. Just actually cleaning it up. You guys definitely made me mod quite a few fucking people today. I'll say that much. This is taking way longer than I expected. There's got to be like 100 fucking names in here, man. Remind me, chat, when I start modding people, how much of a pain in the ass this is going to be later to deal with. Okay. And I do it for free. Source Funnies with $2. And I do it for free. I do it for free. Oh, that's right, chat. While you were cleaning it up, little did you know that I already had my broom in hand, and I was cleaning you up. Cleaned. Spotless. Fucking spotless. And you know what, chat? I did it for free. Not even for free. For satisfaction. I have the power. I gotta let people have their fun. I gotta let people have their fun. You see, doing ritualistic bannings in chat is fine as long as you're not doing it for personal reasons, just to let people have fun. How drunk I am? It's too early for me to drink. I do have some beer that I got last night, but I think it's a little too early to get drunk. I mean, I'm pretty much on vacation, so it's not really too early to get drunk. I'd rather have another cup of coffee, honestly. Yeah, sorry about that, Fish Tycoon. That's, you let the guys have fun. What can you do? Mama JF's gonna age like an orange caught behind the refrigerator. Ouch. Wrench me. Come on. Wrench me, bud.
We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
All right. Well. Oh, sorry. I'm laughing because this person's trying to get me to moderate chat. It's a little bit of fucking with me. I dig it. Oh. And I would do it again. The rage. Oh, the rage.
In this moment, I am euphoric.
You hate fun. You gay opt to chat. Oh, man.
But because I'm enlightened by my intelligence.
About to DM me something big in Discord. If it's your dick, I'm going to be really pissed.
I'm in luck.
Those were good times.
Mine?
Maybe the real friends were the internet bannings we gave out along the way.
I am coming.
Shit, guys.
I am so mad.
He is so mad. He's not taking any shit from anybody. Alright, let's check. Somebody said they sent me something.
Alright, well, get fucked! Get fucked!
Gotta respond to somebody real quick.
Alright, well, get fucked! Get fucked!
That's right. Listen to JF. Janny Closet is locked. No more brooms for you. No more. I told you chat was a spirit nightmare today, didn't I? Well, I'm mad with power. Mad with literal power. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna humble brag. Go somewhere and be like, you know, I'm the only person that can post links in this random obscure YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Someone stole Gator's broom. Listen to it, chat. Listen to that sound. Just sweeping it up. Hello, sir, can I have a rent? No. Not today. Honestly, your sweepers are on the slow side. They were pretty slow. I let it go on for a little too long. I get banned on the Kale stream way faster. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I was peeking a little bit over at the restream. Yeah, they're in full fucking cleanup mode. Their D-Live chat is just spamming pictures of PPP. Just fucking nutty. Just fucking nutty.
Disgusting.
Yeah, imagine if they had just laughed it all away instead of cleaning it up. None of this fun would have happened. Right? That's the thing. Most people are like, well, you just really want me to laugh at the DMs. No, I don't. I want you to do exactly what you're doing, buddy. Exactly what you're doing. The kill stream used to be a bastion of free speech. The kill stream... The fucking kill stream. The show with Randbot as a co-host, or used to be a co-host. I don't know what his affiliation is with him now. And they had fucking Laura Loomer on their show. A free speech absolutist who wants to ban and boycott the... it's just ban the the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. A woman who was for banning people, like she went into one of the Stormer discords and got them banned and was happy about it. Like, she's just such a fucking phony. All of the phone calls were just sucking her dick, calling in. One asked, "Are you single, Laura?" A proud fucking Zionist on the show. Just how fucking far can you fall? You bring Laura Loomer in and you treat her like a guest, like a good get on your show. Laura, the fucking tire lady. You didn't even have people come in and kind of laugh at her a little bit, from what I could gather. It was fucking pathetic. And again, this is from a show. Oh, I don't know why people would, the show that is very very closely associated with people like, Mark Collette, one of the few shows that has had Anglin on. And you're gonna go, oh, I don't know why people might think that we kind of have a brand towards like extremism, right? And I don't think that they do. I agree with generical fish tycoon. Killstream was always just a cash grab, and a man's got to eat. I'm not even judging the guy on that because it's his profession. This is how he pays his bills. He sure did. Oh shit! Riot! I see the ants. The ants are coming out. And this isn't even actual hate on those guys at all. To me, it's me observing what I've been seeing. And I tune in and I see Laura Loomer just kind of getting softballed all these questions while people in the call fawn over her, asking for her number. People in the restream chat are getting banned. Like, and there are people. It was funny. One of the people that I saw in the restream chat that was banning other people was a mod here. No joke. While that was going, I went back and X that fucker. No. None of this guy's not gonna be here. I'll have your fun, man. I do enjoy reading chat, but I guess if you don't want me to read chat, you can just spam ants. But yeah, I mean, did anybody? I didn't listen to the whole thing. I couldn't. Didn't care for it. But did anybody at any one point like make fun of her for threatening to piss herself outside the Twitter HQ? You really know they are truly right wing. Truly right wing. PPP's live right now. Are we gonna have to fucking clean this up? Like I said, I do have some articles up, but this is just what I've been paying attention to lately. So I wanted somebody to ask about the tire. Nobody even asked about the tire. What does pissing herself achieve? She was going to piss herself handcuffed outside of Twitter HQ. She threatened it anyway. Kitty. Come on. No. No, 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 no. Not. Nope. You can hit a key. So now I have a cat to wrestle. We're going to do this for Super Chats, Kitty? Should I call up Tara LaRosa? Are we going to do internet blood sports, IRL, Kitty? I see the Bitwave guys. I'm assuming these are Bitwave guys, the ants. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. I guess this will put a nice bow on the whole situation, I think. Let's see. Let's tune in. Let's see what the Canadian's saying.
Lots of fucking bullshit from Ethan Ralph, his crowd of capos and idiots, that I'm backing out of this fight, that I won't agree to terms and conditions. No,
it's just me fucking with you. Hell yeah, man. Enjoy. Have a good time. I'm gonna get some coffee. Fucking spam chat more. I don't give a shit. Have fun. I'm not even being sarcastic, man. Here, let me pause. No joke. With the way things are right now, I'm happy if any of you guys could just entertain yourself, find a little bit of joy in the stupid things, especially things that don't matter, like YouTube chat. You know, have a fucking... I'm gonna go finish off my coffee, so I'll be back in a few minutes. But yeah, you guys stay the fuck back, eh? Stay the fuck back. Alright, I'll be right back.
Told him that this won't be sanctioned by any athletic commission. It won't. Go fight in the parking lot of a Dairy Queen. But you know what? Even though I've been vindicated and shown to be right about everything, here's what I have to say. I accept every condition that Ethan Ralph has laid out. All of them. He wants it in Knoxville, done. He wants Gator and Flamenco on commentary, done. He wants it professional, 4K quality, done. He wants to sell shirts, fine. He wants an Indiegogo, fine. He wants a Kickstarter, fine. He wants it in LA, fine. He wants it on MMA rules, fine. He wants it in boxing, fine. He wants $5,000 up front, fine. Let's find the escrow. Let's find the escrow. It's Nick Rekieta. Hey, Nick Risotto. I don't trust you, you slimy piece of shit bastard, Nick Risotto. But you know what, Nick Rekieta? We'll give you the $5,000, and if you fucking run away with the $5,000, you'll never be able to show your fucking face again. Never again. Never again, Risotto. So, that's it. What more is there to be said? I've agreed to every term, every condition. This man does not want to fight me because he knows I'm a foot taller. I'm 100 pounds heavier. I'm 10 to 12 years younger than this man. There is literally no fucking hope for this man on the earth. Fucking none. His arms are too short to box with God. I have the righteousness of the Lord upon my side, this alcoholic pill-popping piece of trash, and I will paralyze him. He will never, ever, ever fight me. And if it's not Nick Rekieta, how about Jim be the escrow holder? We'll just send $5,000 to Jim.
So yeah, a lot of cope going on with the negotiations.
Here. There's no need for you to sell out since this isn't your job, I think.
Hey, much appreciated, thank you. Yeah, I'm waiting to go back to work. But right now, it's funny. I've probably slacked more on content when this was technically the only thing I had to generate money. It's been weird. Now that it's kind of something I've been compelled to do, I haven't really felt a genuine motivation.
Disgusting.
Imagine the guns clashing in picture-perfect 4K, drone footage and everything. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. That's what I want. That's what I need. How old is PP? I have no idea. If I could guess, like 23, 24. Yeah, Ralph is like 5'1". I don't think he's 5'1", but he is short. PPP is 6'4". There's no way the gun could take him on. It'd be such an unfair fight. There's no way it's a fair fight. I mean, unless we're going to give Ralph, like, stilts and like extenders on his arm so he has more reach. I don't see how it's gonna work. Did I see the gun get blown the fuck out by Tara LaRosa on Twitter? I did. It was Worski Tonka all over again, yeah. So to those who weren't here earlier when we took a look at it, Tara LaRosa basically told them they were weirdos and that no promoter wants to deal with them. No promoter. Not even just, we don't want anything to do. No promoter wants to deal with you guys. You weirdos, they said. I'm dying to go back to work and I understand your low energy. Yeah, it's weird because when you lose your routine, it throws everything off. Check Mouthy Buddha's channel and read his latest community post. I'll check that out. I don't know if I'll do it on stream though. Yeah, I know it's not actually PvP, but it's funny. What side am I on? You can't reveal shit like that on Monday Night Raw, okay? You reveal shit like that the Sunday or the Friday, the show before WrestleMania. Maybe In Your House or something. Ferry Driver with 1999. Has anyone really been as far, even as decided to even go want to do look more like? That is a difficult one to run through, which is probably why you concocted it in that way. Hey, thanks, man. Much appreciated. That's very nice of you. And then we also had $5 from John Tarsa.
Decided to even go want to do look more like?
Okay, yeah, the European flu. Okay, so I think the TTS bot read both of those out, so I won't.
Why is
It did.
calling the coof the
See, it's
European
technology,
flu?
folks. Technology at its finest. Yeah, it's the European flu now. Gotta showcase that virtue. You're on a side? Exactly. Good question. No. Yes. No? Yes. Sickle that gunt. We're cleaning vigorously because I'm thinking if I clean just right, I could meet up with internet friends and I could justify my existence. Live vicariously through an internet identity. E-fame, chat. E-fame. What is your soul? If you don't get to meet up in person with people and talk about how you've been influenced by internet subcultures and discuss things like how people are talking about you on Cow and on fucking Kiwi Farms. Look, if that's not success, who wants to be successful? You know what I mean? What you want to do is get people to talk about you nonstop on the internet and then just browse it. That's fucking success. So I'm cleaning shit up because one day, what is an e-slip? A miserable pile of lies. A miserable pile of secrets. The world found out Joji is Filthy Frank. Is that actually Filthy Frank? Let's see. I don't think it's about receiving the money. I think it's more about flaunting the money and grifting so hard for it. That's the thing. It's not about needing the money or it being in the bank. It's about it being a high number. That's what matters in life. No, dumbass, it's Dracula. Well, the reason I say shit is that because I saw people talking about Filthy Frank and then this Joji. I have no idea who Joji is. I barely know who Filthy Frank is. Well, I mean, since I think I played this earlier and I think more people were gone. You know what? We'll play it out with that. I can't resist. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. So to those who are out of the loop, this is basically the crowning moment of this last weekend. Hey, Dick, what makes you rage, buddy?
That's not true. As a matter of fact, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true. Piece of shit. And if I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking doxed him. Motherfucking lying, cock-sucking faggot motherfucker. You want to holler over me every fucking second? I can just scream over you too, you piece of shit motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering. You motherfucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking cock. Go kill yourself, you fucking piece of motherfucking shit. I fucking goddamn. Oh, we can just holler over each other.
Breathtaking. Breathtaking. Swole. That's the word I would use as well. Deplorabology for $2. At least Ralph sounds funny when he's angry. He does. Can you share that edit? You know what? Yeah. Hold on a second. You know, I have a second one. You guys want to hear the other one? It's basically the same, but I didn't cut out Dick's audio, so it just sounds like they're all yelling. It's pretty good.
That's not true. As a matter of fact, no, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true. Piece of shit. If I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking doxed him. Motherfucking lying.
It's so good. It's so good.
You want to holler over me every fucking second? I can just scream over you too. You piece of shit motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering.
It's so good. Now that is fucking content, folks. That is internet blood sports. Yeah, so which one did you guys like? It looks like you guys like the second one better. Can you play a funny clip for me of the Gun in the Wind song? It's archived on Dispatch's channel. It's pure fucking mint. Kano, Alex from DP really got to him. It's Gunt in the Wind. The Gunt in the Wind. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got going here. Let's see what's going on here. More chaos, the better. I live in a 3-bedroom mansion. Dude, you guys see that house though? It's like a fucking studio apartment.
Here we go! Here we go! Dust in the wind! Yeah! Rest in peace, Alex!
Damn, dude.
Oh yeah, I saw that stream. I saw that one. Did I? There was a screen grab that I got, and I think I might have deleted it. Might have deleted it. It was just the look on PPP's face when Ralph started speaking for the first time, and he sounded so fucking plastered, and he went off, and the look of bewilderment, amusement, being horrified, just all of these looks into one. Just astonishingly disgusted, mortified, amused. Clean up my internet lore. It's already clean, bud. I already swept that shit clean. Clean as a fucking... Clean as a clean floor. Bringing in the mop. Bringing in the mop. That's why people hate us Bitwave people, because of the fake shit Ralph has posted about us. Yeah, I don't know all of the ins and outs of that. I know about their internet beef, but that's about it. I remember people were saying that I guess the rumor for a while, I think it was either a meme or something about Bitwave logging your IPs and all sorts of stuff like that. But I don't think that actually goes on. It was just as far as I understand, lies just to try to prevent the website from thriving. But I can't really say. It's really difficult to get a beat for all of it. This is how history will remember us. We're not going to be remembered, buddy. Clean as a clean floor. That was awful. Yeah, well, you know. Whatever happened to SPCC? He probably saw somebody make a smart decision and take from his example. Let's see, I had a donation come through for $1. I don't have, it didn't pop up in the feed, but I'm pretty sure that's why I got $1 in PayPal a second ago. Info on SPCC. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna upload that real quick so you guys could enjoy it for yourselves. So the second one. Seems like the second one's the one you guys like. And it's just too perfect. It's just too perfect. Alright, so it's in the middle of uploading. There's the link. Bitchute needs live streaming. You know, I think the guy at Bitchute is a well-meaning fella. I think any momentum he had is gone now. It should have happened already. I hope he succeeds. I don't think he will. I think the company's probably going to go under in the next year. No, he's not. He's subversive. I don't know quite who you mean. LPC 17. I don't know what that is. Final Fight LNS Ultimate and Mouthy Buddha's community post. Okay, so let's check out Mouthy Buddha's. Mouthy Buddha. Oh. Okay, so he just posted this to his community tab. John, I think what you're doing is noble and I'm reaching out to you as a friend. However, I think you should stop what you're doing for your own safety. This is a humble warning, not a threat. You have no idea what you're getting into here or what kind of danger you are in. Think enemy of the state meets a rival. Stay far away from blank. Godspeed, DEFCON 1. You see, the thing is, it could be a troll, or it could be just somebody who's a little crazy. He says, I'm a little bit worried and I don't know what else to do besides make this public. It could be a troll, but either way, this person knows my exact location as he gave it when saying stay far away from blank. I know it's not difficult these days to find a person's precise location, but I still want to make this public because it makes me feel better knowing that my followers have it as evidence. I'm still making part 2 and also a part 3. I have been given an overwhelming amount of information/tips. I'm currently researching 3 leads, which are significant. I hope you're all doing well in these times. Remember to see good in the world as it sees good in you. I like Mouthy Buddha. That looks fake as fuck. Well, here's the thing. He said the person knows his location because they were able to signify to him that they knew of his location somehow. Would he make a video about? PETA would. A very extensive. It got really popular before YouTube pulled it. A very extensive documentary on Epstein, Hollywood, and human trafficking. Okay. So someone asked Flamenco on the kill stream about SPCC, and Flamenco pushed it off. SPCC hates Flamenco. Okay, there's another one. Flam was the one calling and warning people about SPCC's calls. Seems weird. There's mirrors of it. What we got? Sorry, just catching up here. Yeah, someone sent that out. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Pewterwood, is it at least backed up somewhere? It's probably on Bitchute. That's where everything goes now. Yeah, he was fucking up SPCC's thing. Why? I thought they liked SPCC. They called their fucking Discord like the SPCC like fan club or some shit like that. I forget what it was. It's something along those lines. I remember Flamenco shilling himself all over Stream Me. Those were the days, right? Stream Me. Yeah, I remember that too. Wasn't that Senator Hitler? Man, that's one of their older viewers, fans, whatever. What Milquetoast film Flam was messing with? Yeah, I don't know. That's what people in chat are saying. Hitler was his biggest supporter. That would be what, SPCC? He was a regular donor to the show too, if I remember correctly. I remember his name coming up a lot. Oh wait, Nexus. I think I've seen you on Twitter. Ralph got super pissed at you and for talking about the what looks to be a satire Ralph account. But the fake Ralph that everyone knew didn't have the X over his icon, but that Ralph did. So people pointed that out, and what ended up happening was Dame Pesos made another fake Ralph account with a red X, posting in the chat, "See how easy it is to fake this." Just... Yeah, you know something, Dame? I seem to remember a time when, somebody posted in chat and then someone got flagged. Oh, it's just a coincidence, right? So it's okay to push coincidences together to push, to push an assumption when it's somebody you don't like. But when somebody does that same thing to you, suddenly, oh, well, anybody could have done this. Anybody could have done this. Yeah, anybody could have done that. You're right. It's funny that, how more evidence needs to be levied against some people more than others, huh? Sweep it up. Yeah, that's right. Dame, I'm gonna let you fucking borrow this, but you bring it back. You log that shit out and you sign it back in, okay? This broom, you can borrow it. You make sure you bring it back, though. See, I'm just loving the fucking back and forth. Everyone going at each other. No, you're wrong. The real Ralph is the one who flagged it. That's what I mean. Well, I'm not saying that necessarily, but I am saying that the fake Ralph, right, that we all knew from being in PPP's chat, did not have the red X over its Abby. In this other stream, this one did have a red X. And when Dame made the new account to showcase how easy it was to remake that account, his did have the red X. So, how many fake Ralph accounts are there? Who knows? Upload the screaming video to YouTube. I uploaded it to Streamable. I don't know if it's that good on its own to upload it as an upload. Oh yeah, and everyone claiming everything's ops right now. No, everything's chaos. That's what everything is right now. No one's on a server directing any of this shit, as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, nobody's actually trying to direct, you do this, and you do this, and that's kind of what an op implies. I don't know, maybe there is. Maybe Jesse's sitting somewhere, fucking rubbing his hands. I don't fucking know. No one even talks to that guy. Yeah, you used to be able to go to channel and they removed that feature for no fucking reason. Making it way easier to impersonate people. Really strange. But you're right, avant-garde student. The mundane Matt thing started off with accusations without evidence, right? Because they said, oh, you were in chat and the video got flagged, so you need to show your browsing history. And then when it came to, what, just one year and a half later, suddenly it's, well, you can't prove that that was actually mundane Matt. It's easy to pretend to be mundane Matt. That could have not really been him. And, well, he says he didn't do it, okay? And he's not going to show us his report history, okay? He refuses to show us because he insists that he's innocent and he possesses the only evidence that could clear his name. But he's not going to show you because you need to believe him, chat. No, to be fair, I don't think he did. I think he would, but I don't think he did. Maybe I'm wrong. I've had to walk back shit like that before when I gave somebody what's it fucking called? Benefit of the doubt. Then you had Vito, right? He was a verified user in Twitter or YouTube, and PPP shit got shut down when he was in chat, basically joking about shutting it down. The perfect fall guy. Perfect fall guy. Yeah, I've seen that. This is all a kraut op. God forbid everyone's just having fun on their own. Like maybe there are a couple people talking to each other, but I think a lot of everyone's just doing their own thing. The simplest solution is usually the best. I'd apply that to this dumb idea that everything is an anti-Ralph, anti-Killstream op, or anti-Dick op. Everyone's just trying to entertain themselves while they're stuck inside their houses. Besides Kraut making a bunch of fan art, I don't see his contribution to any of this. So to say that this is a fucking Kraut op is some really retarded shit. Is that an R slur? Do I need to start saying R slur now? Sad. You know something? For a guy who refuses to say certain words on it, it's funny. Is he under a different set of rules than Nick Fuentes because he says the F slur or the R slur all the time? I'll tell you something, Ralph. Last year, when I was dealing with all the shit I had, I thought, the Killstream, I'll put it up on, my family was over. And we put out the show. You were dropping N-word, like hard R's. While I was hanging out with my family, I had to run and turn the thing off. Thankfully, there weren't any kids in the fucking room. But you of all people, fucking gotta watch our language on the show. Like subtly just dropping hard R's. I forget what it was exactly, but it was a moment where I said, maybe I shouldn't watch this anymore. This is a bad show. Bad showing, I should say. Fuck, what am I getting myself into? For a second, I thought we had some background noise to listen to. I didn't realize we're gonna have to fucking moderate. Well, yeah, they're doing collabs. Those guys are collaborating a little bit just to fuck with everyone, but it's like a gay op is a bit strange, I think. Yeah, Godwinson had CRP in a bunch of streams and videos before he made all those videos making fun of him. And they still talk to Coach. There's a lot of playful jabbing going on over on that side. So, yeah. When was the Killstream ever kid friendly? That's true. That's true. That was like a let's bring Mark Collette onto the heel stream level decision on my. I'll admit that was a bad call on my part. Just saying, hey, let's just put this on TV so we have something to listen to. It's just kind of. I remember that, and then a year later, it's whoa, dude, no F slur, no, not cool. Oh, PPP1 or Fight Me IRL. Maybe we could get into the undercard, right? Because we know how desperate we are to get some more fights going. Yeah, exactly. Source funnies. I mean, it's kind of strange. Like this sanitized version of the kill stream is just. Granted, I know I just mentioned that it wasn't kid friendly enough for me, right? Not that it should have been, but the weird how that contrasts to the current state of the show is kind of funny. I think ironic maybe is the right word. let's see. That crackhead that docks Jim, I do. And found that they changed their name after the crackhead thing. He was actually in this chat a while back, a few months ago. He's unstoppable posting, and you know, I'm a super bad, evil internet guy, basically. He's kind of I don't know. Oh, good. Hey, dude, I'm real proud of you. I'm real proud of you. I was a big deal in high school too. I was a big deal in high school. I'm kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. And thank you, Radio Ruin. Last night was horrible. He didn't ask her any of the hard questions. Dude, it wasn't even... Ugh. It wasn't even entertaining. Oh, JFG is debating Vouch. I don't even think that's something I want to stream snipe. I was prom king, a 40-year-old man. Yeah, I will say that was the saddest thing I think I have ever seen a man of his age say. Is a fucking grown-ass man bragging about being prom king. Like, not being like quarterback, right? Not even... I scored 4 touchdowns in one game. The fucking alpha PPP scored 4 touchdowns in one game. The alpha PPP, 4 touchdowns, one fucking game. Right? Compare that to winning a fucking pageant, a beauty pageant, a high school themed, sorry, that's my broom. High school themed beauty pageant. That's alpha? I don't know, guys. I don't know what world I live in. You get PPP. A fat fucking Canadian. Just got right under everybody's... literal nobody. Literal who? And then you get some dude who has one of the most successful fucking, like, podcasts ever, who, if you consider a Biggest Problem in the Universe, was a part of one of the most successful podcasts of all time. Screaming at a dude. He should have no reason to need to flex at all. I hope that's not a one-time thing. Not necessarily in regards to Dick Masterson. I just need more of that in my life. More people screaming at each other. In the Hollywood Hills. Don't joke, my house in Paradise was nicer than that. By a significant margin. Rip Homes and Dream. Rip Barbie Dreamhouse. Rip Supermodels. See, that was the one thing I thought was funny about it, right? Is it's not so much that it was the ego part of it, right? Like, you had a bunch of people eager to please their friend. Eager to defend their friend, excuse me. Freudian slip. When this guy already has the ego that could fucking crash into the sun and probably survive. This guy doesn't need anyone to defend him. He's fine. He's also fairly successful in his life. He doesn't need to prove shit to anybody. Well, evidently he did. But my take on it, I didn't need to defend Dick. I didn't need to bring up a show. I mean, I do have a new project too. We haven't really talked all that much, but the little exchange we've had, he's always been cordial. I can't take a look at Ralph's Twitter. He blocked me after posting on PPP's video like 6 months ago. I said, I'm cashing in my Gunt coin. Something like that. Why stop at 10 men? You really think there's only 10 men? Oh yeah, he blocked me, and when somebody asked him about it, he said it was because I was spreading lies about him flagging, but I saw it was a live reaction on this show, as he was in the comments, and it was him, saying that if Full Blast Forever will remove the chat, or I will have the video removed. Literal quotes. I don't know how that could be a lie, but I saw it from my fucking self, and my reaction was genuine, which is, dude, you just have to read the super chats. Stop doing this, you fucking sped. But anyway, yeah, he got wind of it, and he was mad about it. I'll say that much. It's not as sad as when Nick Fuentes blocked me, because I said, you know, Nick's a fan of the man in a fucking DSP gif. We don't even follow each other on Twitter. Nick and I never did anyway. We don't even have mutuals, but apparently he saw a post with 3 fucking likes, sitting there in his bed, in his like race car bed. Oh, something's not right. I'm trying to sleep, but there's a guy on Twitter. He's making fun of me on the internet. I can't sleep like this. I gotta go block him immediately. No, he said he would have the video removed. Yes, which is, how would you have a video removed? It says, he will do what I say, or I will have the video removed. What does that mean? What does that mean? I wonder what he could have meant by that. Full fucking circle, chat. Oh yeah, drummer 828's cool dude. Hey, Lisa. I don't need to defend Dick. Now, I know some of you are probably going, there's still a few mods in chat. The people I know that are either they're grandfathered in, so to speak, I need somebody to be able to tell me if I'm muted. And that's a mod-exclusive audio clip. Is drummer the 5th man? Yeah, it meant he would DMCA full blast. Exactly. That was why it was basically like, fuck this guy. This is where we're at. Fuck. Just, words cannot really explain my lack of respect in that regard. Yeah, and Full Blast seemed like a nice fella. So PPP is going on Full Blast Forever tonight, right? I don't know. If that's going on, it's going to cause one hell of a shit show. Maybe I should have left a few. Yeah, and my big reason for not using any other websites, I don't like Restream. Didn't the guy that doxed Jim put out a victory video? He was really proud of it, so probably. You should add "it's not true" to the soundboard if it's not already there. I'll add that one for sure. Definitely needs to be there. Hell yeah, respect, Nassim, respect. Source Funnies with $2. Wild Smile is the 32nd man confirmed. Confirmed. Con-fucking-firmed. You know, man, I got respect for my elders. I'll give you a wrench. And the IP logging thing, that was Ralph and Cog because they hate Dispatch, and the fact that he made his own site to stop deplatforming. We call Dispatch the F-slur all the time. Hell yeah, the F-slur. Good to know that you can actually say whatever you like over there. Yeah, and I just don't care for DLive at all. Like, the layout, just everything. It was stream me in regards to its wonkiness without any of the benefits. Let's be clear, he didn't do any legwork. He clicked around ED for 20 minutes. Yeah, the guy, I forget his name. Creeperman creeps with $2. Wild confirmed at the 32 man's wife's boyfriend. Twice removed. Yes, it's been confirmed. It's been all but confirmed. The speculation won't go on for much longer. Cobalt Cat was the one who actually gathered Jim stocks. Yeah, I remember that. Also, all of the Killstream articles or archives on Full Blast are gone. No shit, really. That would seem to indicate to me, at least, that he wants to repurpose the channel for something. Has he repented? Has he seen the light, folks? Holy shit, he has. No. No, these aren't the kill stream. These are all Jim streams. Well, what do you fucking know? Cleaning it up. Full Blast cleaning up his chat. Cleaning up his channel, excuse me. Cleaning that shit right the fuck up. Huh. I also saw a little bit of Mersh trying to go at PPP last night. It's all been funny. Everyone's trying to go at each other. Everyone's trying to be a part of the fun. Here's his second channel. And as you can see, after shows, but no kill stream. Let's see, Deplorabology with $2. I only go on to D-Live for Nick Fuentes. I forget that he's even there. I'm glad he's still able to do his show. You know, we've poked fun at Nick. We've poked fun at just about everybody. We're running out of Saltcasts to do. Hell, this week I should have done just the Dick Masterson Saltcast. I don't know how I fucking didn't even think that he was salty this weekend. He absolutely was. But yeah, everyone should be able to do their show. So I'm glad he's still able to do his show. Gregor Samza with $5 Canadian. Here's some Leaf Bucks while I give them. We've gone full NSOC. So also don't Molyneux my $5. Lamau. Molyneux. I'm trying to scoff. You do hear a cigar. You do hear a cigar and coffee. It's just a really good mix. Yeah, no, that is definitely Nick's skill. Although I think PPP might have him beat in the getting under people's skin part. The merge pear body gif. Yeah, D-Live does have Ghost. That's true. I forget about Ghost. Let's see, somebody... No, Full Blast Forever said last night that he's stopping the sniping archiving to have untied hands, that the little cash isn't worth all the meddling. Yeah, I did read in the chat, somebody said he was face stocks on the bovine board, so that's fair enough. That's fair. It's just not worth it, you know? Maybe it's this one. $1. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Esoteric PvPisms. That was an incredible fucking video. I want more videos like that. The esoteric PvPisms. Footage of a fucking Jodorowsky film in the background. Whoever made that has great taste. Cigar and root beer. That does sound pretty good. How much do you know about Ralph trying to pseudo take over StreamMe as his own website? I don't know anything about that, man. I know that he, as far as I understood it, he was moving his weight around, so to speak. But I don't know how much. Like, from what I understand, he was using his influence to shut down, like, restreamers, which some people were saying when it was happening, well, these are legitimate copyright claims because these people are just restreaming the content. They're not even adding to it at all. So it's always, you got to argue something a little bit, right? So, like I said, I don't know how deep it went, but that was what I had heard. I believe it's part of the lore, but Do you remember when V went on stream complaining about people in Ralph's Discord flagging his channel down? Then Negro Joe came on stream and made a fool of V. Yeah, because that was a fun one. I do remember that one. Yeah, we should always blame Sam Hyde for everything, obviously. Oh yeah, Jones. I'm familiar with Jones Soda. They only sell it at 7-Eleven, at least here. It's a 7-Eleven exclusive. And they have a watermelon Sour Patch Kids flavor, which is new. It's pretty good. You can order it from their website as well. The root beer is pretty good. I really like making mixed drinks with the apple soda and the raspberry soda, blue raspberry. Hella good. He was just complaining to the stream me mods in full Karen mode and making their lives hell. Yeah, the amount, just as soon as, and not even just Ralph, but the amount of shit that Stream Me had to deal with to put up with all of the new people that showed up, the new, how it complicated matters with the high scores or the leaderboards. I did not envy them. And then it turns out, from what I keep saying from what I understand, because I don't know that any of this is 100%, I could have some of it wrong, but I understand that they were using what some people claim to be stolen infrastructure for the website, and it was just all downhill from there. Yeah, Jones Cream Soda is really good. I do get that from time to time. Tonka setting up a stream about it, huh? Yeah, I remember Narcissa got chased off, but in the end, Narcissa bounced back a little bit and put up a decent time on Ocarina, so... yeah, I don't know about... I haven't heard that, Nexus. Yeah, at least here, Creeper, they sell them at every 7-Eleven here. We have a few different stores in the town, and they all sell it. They don't have a whole lot of variety. Usually it's just green apple, blue raspberry, the Sour Patch Kids watermelon, and I forget the other one. I think it might be the root beer. Well, Joe did flag his channel, and Ralph not only knew about it, but condoned it. Then he gets gaslit at him into thinking it was all a bit. Yeah, I thought it was all a bit, too. So he did actually flag him. But it's, yeah. I guess so. How does PPP keep winning? It's that 4 touchdowns in one game, man. Really fucking running gangbusters this far in. The reason early Kumites were good is because it was a guy, it was more laid back, but he would just get angry at whatever's going on. And it was like manufactured rage. But when it became genuine, a little too real, you could tell as a viewer that they weren't having fun. Oh, 7-Eleven won't let me make my own Slurpee anymore. I saw that. I had a friend of mine told me about that the other day. Yeah, that guy from that thing. But was it the real Joe or the fake Joe? That's the real question. We'll never know. Stream Snipe PvP's new premiere has another one? This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Go, where's that? Nah, his sermons, they're funny. I don't think it's worthy of sniping, though, if I'm honest. But PPP was prom king. That's right. That's right. Israel #1. Alright. Well, here's something for you, chat. You know, I said I had some articles lined up. We were going to just read some news articles. Germany apologizes after deleting Israel off the map. Oh, you know something I absolutely just forgot? is to update the news tracker at the bottom, which I did do, but until now I didn't think to replace it. There we go. Whoopsies. Just accidentally hit the delete key. My bad. You know who Plate Gang is then? Well, then you should talk to Hef, because Hef is a pseudo Plate, and I think he has a lot more information than me, but I can tell you that Plate was Ralph's ops squad. Yeah, full disclosure. I've been open about this before. I think I'm even still in the Discord. I don't participate in. I don't even log into it, but I was able to utilize it one time, 3 times if you count the personal internet blood sports they did with different members of Plate. Josh was there, Coach Red Pill was there, Ralph was there, right? So it's not like it's some super secret Discord, but yeah, a friend of mine is close with those guys, and he would tell me things like that. He would say, yeah, we're doing a lot of this to fuck with the unsavory donator. And again, this is what do you call it? Like hearsay, right? This is somebody who was in the group telling me about this. So this is secondhand. It's not firsthand knowledge, but somebody there would tell me. Yeah, like Zug, for instance. Like they were worried about getting deplatformed. So they were, again, allegedly, according to this person from Plate, conducting ops against their unsavory donators in order to attempt to keep the show going from getting banned, you know? And again, I don't have receipts, but that is something that somebody from Plate had told me, is that they were Ralph's personal autismo squad. Again, I don't have, like, a pate bin or anything like that, but just from what I understand is established canon at this point. Zug the cat killer. How'd you know who I was talking about? The Plate Discord is completely open. Yeah, so there you have it. See, I used it, if any of you remember back when Lord Akira was doxxed, right? It'd take a minute to get into this, but long story short, Lord Akira is probably one of their biggest donators, like hundreds of dollars every show, like throwing money at this guy. And one time, he sent a $2 super chat to Nick Rakita saying Nick Rakita is the new king of blood sports. Ralph DMs him saying, "You're dead, kiddo. When your docs pops up on Cow, I wasn't the one that posted it." And then within, like, I think it's 4 minutes, if I remember correctly. I paid attention to the timestamps because it plays into all of this. It was up on Cow. Now, some people were saying, well, the information was there, but anybody could have found it just by Googling his username, which might be possible. But what are the chances that something would be posted with expedience like that after he gets the "You're dead, kiddo" DM? What are the chances? Now, the reason I mention that, because it's something we don't typically bring up a whole lot here, but it is something that happened. Now, again, no one can really prove that's exactly what happened, that it was Ralph that did it, but the timing is suspect, right? So, knowing that Plate would occasionally indulge in ops on Ralph's behalf, I went through all of the text channels that I had access to see if at the time when Ralph was talking to Lord Akira and the time that it was posted to Cal, if there was any discussion about Akira, about his docs, about anything regarding that. And I was able to personally confirm that I did not see any of that discussion in the Plate server that I was that I'm in. So, you know, I hate it when sometimes, right, when it's like mundane Matt posting in a chat and the channel gets flagged, it's, oh my god, it's just a coincidence, right? Oh no, it's just a coincidence. But then you apply that same logic to something like this, and it's like, well, I mean, do you have proof of him saying it with his fucking signature and a timestamp? They'll make you prove something with, like, they'll require way much more proof for some people. But then when it's mundane Matt, oh, well, he was in chat, so he clearly did it. So, yeah, the whole thing is gay. It's very rainbow. I suspect Ralph is petty behind the scenes, but I've never seen real proof of it. I've seen proof of it. Basically, I forget what it was, but somebody had reached out to him basically to say he should try to bury the hatchet with me. And his response to that, I can't remember what it was, but he was so fucking mad. So fucking mad. So, you know, it is what it is. I believe somebody had told me, I don't remember hearing it firsthand, but somebody had told me that he said I needed to go die in a fire. So, that's what he thinks about me. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. And in fact, even knowing that, I don't wish the guy ill will. I hope he does all right. I mean, shit, I'm not going to kick a guy while he's down. But I will give you my 2 cents. When somebody comes up into chat and asks me what I think about something, and if my opinion makes somebody look bad, that's just the way it is. You know who never had to gay-op me into saying good things about them? Davy Crocco or Zintrax. You know? Tyronius Blacksmith. I remember him going. I remember Zoom going to Madison Square Garden, but I didn't know he was posting flyers calling Ralph a pedo. That's so fucked. Oh. Let's see. Hold on, boys. Yeah, I could probably do a Medicare thing, but you know something? A Medicare bit. I think Surfer did a Medicare video last night on PPP's channel. I think that was Surfer. That was on point. Damn. Yeah, that's another thing I noticed is a lot of these guys are perfectly fine knowing who Zoom is, cozying up to him, becoming buddy with him, and almost expecting that he would never turn on them, despite that being like a staple of his personality. Dame flagged PPP and now he's trying to say it's not him, Wild. Ugh. See, it just keeps happening. It continues. Obligatory, it continues. It's all right, man. I encourage everybody to embrace any petty feelings they might or might not have. That's what life's all about. You know, the most brutal part of the PPP in Dick Masterson's stream, I think, was when, I forget, I think it was PPP that was like, and you guys actually think Gator's funny. And they're like, oh, Gator is funny. He goes, that's just sad. That's just sad. And I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time. Not necessarily saying I agree with that, but just that exchange is fucking hilarious. Nexus says, I was round played a lot during the Donga stuff, and I can 100% say most of the leaks Ralph showed on stream were just taken from Donga's open Discord general chat. Yeah, because they didn't hide their exceptional nature. I could bring it up, because I did find it earlier, right before the stream, actually. But he has a significantly exceptional fan base. So much so that the Valor Fights lady that was to announce the winner, I guess, she was contacted by people who claimed to have been fans of Tonka. I mean, they didn't claim to be fans of Tonka, but they told her that if you say Andy won this, we're going to put a bounty on your head. Just crazy. Zoom is somebody that is safer not to associate with at all. He's a litmus test. I think he knows it too. He's one of those people that embraces the idea that if you associate with me, if you buddy up with me, you deserve whatever's coming. Because everyone knows who Zoom is. I might be one of the few people that is apologetic enough. That's probably the proper word to use, because a lot of people bring up the stream where he was trolling about watching CP. And as exceptional as that sounds, right? You might hear that from a normal person. You would go, who would fucking do that? That is so outlandish. Who would ever do something like that? Let me tell you about a guy who would do something like that. I'm not saying he did or didn't, but if there would be anybody in this world that would commit so much to trolling that he would pretend to watch CP on live stream so he could fucking troll somebody, Zoom would absolutely do that. Not saying he did or didn't, but Zoom would absolutely pretend to do that just to troll somebody. That's kind of how dedicated he is to the craft. Trolling in a private call. Was it a private call? It's really hard, isn't it? Oh, that was probably a played op. A lot of things I've noticed are kind of ops. Okay, it wasn't a private call. See, I was just reading chat. Or I was reading chat, so I don't know a whole lot about the lore behind that. But like I said, if anybody were to be so dedicated to the craft of trolling that they would do that, it would be Zoom. I love how right back to back in chat, you have Zoom is unironically smarter than people think he is, and right underneath it, Zoom wasn't as smart as he thought he was. That's cosmic irony. Okay, so it wasn't. It was just a stream. Yeah, I think if anyone were to do something like that, it would be Zoom. That's true. Yeah, if it was private, how did it get leaked? Damn. No, he's definitely an interesting figure. Triple P Mafia. And as far as the Josh lore, I don't know any of the Josh lore. I know a lot of other people do. You see, I used to use Encyclopedia Dramatica to freshen up on lore. As far as I know, it's still down. It all comes back to Sargon. It all comes back to Sargon. I don't know, chat. I don't know. What do we do from here? You know, usually I have this all set up. We'll talk about something. My broom's falling down, folks. Yeah, most of these news stories, I gotta say, I just don't give a shit about any of this stuff happening right now. Here's something interesting, though. A robot dog patrolling Singapore Park to enforce social distancing. Robot dogs. You remember when we were the ones in charge, you know, now we're licking the paws, you know what I mean? Now the dogs are in charge. They're robot dogs. We could talk about joggers. Well, every time I get ready to jog, I put on my working boots, grab a hammer, and just start running. And just keep running. And then I go to a construction site and, you know, peek around the place. Just hang out. You know, just hang out on this fucking construction site. That's what I do. That's how you have a good time. How else are you going to entertain yourself? White robot girls love the robo dogs. They sure do. Tonka pissed the skeptics off, and I don't even remember why. That's why most people watched him. Yeah, well, I think the show worked as a sort of... What's the best way to put this? Like, because there weren't any Jim streams, their show became just about whatever Jim would tweet about earlier in the day. And that's why he would, a lot of times, come on the show, because they were talking about the things he was talking about. Yeah, and doing the whole Europedo argument, it's so kind of played out, and Even, I believe Ralph even called PPP a pedo. Just saying it like that, you know. You're able to call a person a pedophile with no evidence, but God forbid somebody see what appears to be an account of yours in chat threatening to flag somebody, and then the thing gets flagged, and then it's like, oh, that wasn't actually me. It's funny how certain things need to be proved to different degrees, right? They hated Tonka because he had alt-right guests on. Well, that's what they said, but what would really happen would be that a lot of SJWs would come on there, and then one of the only people willing... No, I got this backwards. The alt-right people would come on there because they had a beef with somebody, and then the left-leaning person would come in, get blown the fuck out, and look stupid, and so their spin had to be, oh, well, these people are bringing alt-right people on, instead of, oh, I just got my ass blown out in front of God and everybody. The most trustable hypocrite. That's... I don't know if I would call Jim a hypocrite. Maybe the whole... You could argue about the monetization of certain things, but I also think a lot of times you can just change your mind. Goof mode, I am going to have to hard disavow on that. Nick Rikita versus PPP was gold. That was pretty good. Didn't Nanga get some popularity because he sort of defended Rage After Storm and attacked Kraut? I think that was some of it. Man, there was so much Kumite, I can't quite remember. Ask Zoom about Josh talking to Stalking. I'll have to look into it some more, because I don't know much about Josh. I really don't. I've seen some of his edgelord posts, but I've just seen them out of context. I don't really know what to make of it beyond that. The skeptics hated Kumite for shitting on Mundane Matt. You're right. That's what it was. Yeah, it was the Mundane Matt thing. Because, he's just kind of a weak guy, so they just dumped on him all the time. Let's see. So much dead air, so little time. There is a little bit of dead air here today. We're stretching it thin. I just kind of wanted to chat with everyone before I wrap up, because I haven't found shit I want to talk about. I mean, I wasn't planning on talking about this shit for 2 hours, but here we are. Yeah, Chad is the only real winner in any of these retarded times. 100% agreed. Long live chat. Long live chat. Dame's cope is that the Mexican laugh is backwards. Backwards! It's just a coincidence! He puts together really mean supercuts, man. Like, I don't mean this as a slight when I say this. Dame is a great clip channel. I know it might seem like that's a slight, it's not meant as one, but I think in the same way that Final Fantasy VII Remake was a great Kingdom Hearts game, right? It's great at that. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. I can't say. Here we go. A new gay ops alert. A new fake Ralph channel pretending to be me. Pretending to be Ralph appeared. Obvious fake. He even got the taco laugh backwards. New channel shows up in searches for Punish Ralph that didn't show up yesterday. Also, he follows gay oppers like yesterday. Just a coincidence. Oh man, this is getting great because they're having to archive shit. Like, this is making them do so much work. It can't be me. The laugh was backwards. It's coincidence. I see it now. Yeah, it is just a coincidence. Hold on. There we go. Is Final Fantasy Remake worth playing? I have it in a box, haven't opened it yet. I played through it twice. If you're a fan of the original, well, to enjoy it, you really have to be a fan of the original, I think, to really understand some of the scenes, because it's kind of a sequel reboot in a way. I don't know, there's really no way of putting it. What I mean is, there are instances in the game that if you hadn't played the original, you'd be sitting there going, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? It's a fun game. Give it a shot. Now, would I go 10 out of 10? Fucking greatest game ever, like the fucking Squeenix was promoting it? No, not at all. It was good. Unpopular opinion, I hate Dame's laugh with a passion. It's slowly... It's getting to me too, but I'm gonna leave it. That channel did appear in the search yesterday, though. Yeah! I would say that that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I should talk to Dispatch. I don't really have like a main line. I don't even think I follow him on Twitter, but I should talk to him. One of these days, I wanted to really try to like put together the story of what happened to Stream Me, but it's so murky. I actually don't play... I tried to play Animal Crossing and I just didn't care for it. Need a Viva La Raza. Oh my god, I do. I do need a Viva La Raza. Let's see. Did you see the DM? Sorry if you already responded to this. What DM? Did you send me a DM? I should check my DMs then. I appear to have no DMs. Or are we talking about on Discord? We're probably talking about on Discord. Okay, so he says, probably nothing big, but I came across a phone number that at least one point belonged to Ghislaine Maxwell. Her docs is out there heavy right now and being showed instantly. I'll give it to you if you want it. I'm going to say no thank you. Feels like a trap. Not from you. The number seems like a honeypot. Also, I doubt she still has the same number. Titan's Quest. I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Failure. It's a tell him failure. Tell him about this, and then failure sighs, and there's like 10 seconds of dead air. I love it. For sure. Hey, thanks for the link. Thoughts on IBS falling apart? Dude, it's coming together. What are you talking about falling apart? This is internet blood sports. It's falling apart by design, that's true. Oh, dude, no, the combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake's a lot of fun. There's so much padding in the game, though, it's fucking shameful. Now, I could rage about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I could. I think the good outweighs the bad, but holy shit, is there a lot of bad. Whatever happened to Philly? I think he's still around. You see, that's the thing. Maybe it's because I never signed, like, I never put in any sort of payout information on New Project 2. I don't think they have my name, my real name, or my information at all, as far as I understand. I just signed up for an account, and then I do have an account, but it hasn't made any money. So as far as I understand, my stuff's not out there, at least in Dick's hands. If the number is real, someone needs to prank call her as Epstein, saying he's been alive the whole time. That would be amazing. Everyone lost weight except Ralph. I'm not fit, but I'm like lighter than I've ever been, for sure. Yeah, 10% of remake was great. 80%. Excuse me. Didn't have time to mute. 80% is shit. Soulless Trash. Is it too easy to beat? It's pretty easy. If you play through it again on hard, it's a challenge, but I don't know that I'd say it's worth it. Preach underscore. Ralph just confirmed the fight with PPP. It's on, boys. It's fucking on. He's working and not doing YouTube for now. Right on, right on. Happy to see anybody doing better. I've got the Rona, you know it. Am I the 12th man? 12th? 12. Do you think only 12 men could create the trash fire you have before you? 12 men? 12? It's back on, I guess. PPPV Ralph. That house is appraised at 1.7 million. Yeah, that's true. Sent you a link to Dispatch's Discord. Look in your Discord DMs. Also, I gave you something funny to look at, but don't tell anyone, Kay. Super secret. Super secret. That's pretty funny, I have to say. Yeah, my phone's just going the fuck off. Alright, guys. Where are we? We're right at the almost 3 hours. I do not want to speculate Tyronius Blaximus. They're going to make a big deal about it, but no one will sanction it. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen because, like I said with Tara LaRosa, she said no promoter wants to deal with you guys. That seems to imply that they are well aware of this group of people. They're well aware of how much difficulty it cost to get the thing together last time. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Phoenix Shaman. So I believe that's his summer house, though. I think he has another house. But yeah, the whole living in a mansion thing, and then people show that fucking house. It's fucking hilarious. So he probably does have a nicer house somewhere else. Oh, why does Ralph want to fight PPP for trolling Dick Masterson? Him and PPP have been going at it for like a while. From what I understand, PPP was an original fan of the kill stream, called in and had some like kind of controversial questions or something like that, and it just led to where we are now. I think I could be wrong. I'd like for PPP at one point to go through like the history of what led them to where they are. Did I see the Hanson documentary Toad put out? Did he release a Hanson documentary? I mean, I did see a pretty baller video about Raid Shadow Legends, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch the whole thing. Maybe there's a Hanson documentary. It's coming along nicely. I've been trying to work more on the documentary I'm working on, so I kind of just go back and forth from everything. Did you see the Chris Hansen Dick Masterson vid? I did. Bullshit, I doubt he has another house. No, I believe what he said. I think he said his Oh, so that's you see, it's hard to tell when they're just joking. It's not midnight. Midnight in the morning. It's not even morning anymore. It's noon. Let's see. So he doesn't. Okay. Well, either way. Ralph got PPP fired, showed his butthole to his family and his church. That's, again, what I understand happened. Yeah, so what happened after, he was in Discord asking difficult questions. See, I don't know who started slapping first, but I know that from at least what I've heard alleged directly from PPP is that Ralph had called his church, contacted his church, sent him PPP's butthole, contacted his family, called his dad at like 4 a.m. That's what PPP alleges. Now, I haven't seen any proof to back it up, but I can kind of see it. There was a point when the Lord Akira shit happened, right? My take then was, no way is Ralph such a hothead, and he is a hothead, but no way is he such a hothead that he would do something that's so fucking stupid. Boy, was I fucking wrong. PPP thinks it's free speech only if you can yell the N-word anytime, anywhere. Well, that's where I would disagree with you a little bit. Because a lot of people will moderate their chat for hard R's and F slurs, but then they start getting rid of spam. And then they start expanding what the definition of spam is. Next thing you know, there's a mod for their restream that's just banning anyone who can. Oh, you're a furry, banned. You're this, banned. See, it's a slippery slope, and a slippery slope isn't a logical fallacy, except when it is. Because sometimes a slippery slope is true. And Nassim says he swatted him on New Year's. I haven't heard that. I didn't hear that aspect of it, but... PPP had to move. It's why he's with Surfer now. So what did PPP really do to deserve having essentially his life ruined? You had him excommunicated from his community, his church. Probably got him in trouble with his parents. Got him fired from his job. Like, what did he ever do to deserve that? And also, if that were to happen to somebody that you could say, I don't know, bring on your show, I wonder what he would have to say about it. So PPP is goatsy. Minus the actual penetration. Furries, come on. Hey, look, I'm not defending them for being furries. What I'm saying is once you start deciding that you can just, oh, well, I don't like this guy. Oh, I don't like this guy. It's a slippery slope. You start going, oh, okay, we can ban this person. Oh, also ban these types of people. Them being a furry is because of their username, right? Point I'm getting at is once you decide that you're going to start banning some people, you slowly start to expand the amount of people that you're banning. Nobody likes furries, though. I don't care. There are a lot of people that people don't like, but I'm not going to ban somebody in chat for being unlikable. What the fuck? I mean, the only time I might moderate the chat is, say, earlier when the mods went absolutely went fucking batshit crazy and started banning everybody. Then I might come through and do a little bit of moderation. But I'm not going to go out and start banning people. Although if Docs gets in there, I'm going to do the best I can to try to do what is expected of me, like, responsibly. But, furries are indeed still a thing, unfortunately. Let's see. Anyway. And then for no reason at all. Exactly. At first it's, well, we need to, people are spamming. Oh, well, people are... Oh, well, now I just don't like these people. Now I'm so frustrated, just ban whoever you want. It really does go down like that. Yeah, Skrikar Karaskull. That's what I was saying earlier. Remember when nobody required anything but circumstantial evidence to accuse Jarbo? Yeah, and then you repurpose that same line of reasoning, but you replace Jarbo's name with Ralph's name. Suddenly, well, we need a report history. Well, it's funny. There is a way of proving that sort of thing. I'll link it in chat. I don't hate any of these people. I really don't. I don't hold animosity in my heart. I want everyone to have fun, but I want everyone to do well. It might sound like bullshit, but I'm going to give you my opinion when I hear it. I'm going to tell you the things I know if you ask for it. But at the end of the day, I want everyone to be okay. I want everyone to have food in their stomach. And I want everyone to go to bed in a fucking nice, comfy bed. Press 1. Yeah, press 1 to get $2 from Source Funnies. 1 to gas Ralph, 2 to gas Furries. I could just hear it in the back of my head. Press 1. Press 1. If you think Ralph is going to get gassed, and press 2. That shit's been making me laugh, man. I wish Hollywood had people with half the fucking enthusiasm. Yeah, Moholy Ghost. Yeah, it is disrespectful to go on somebody's stream and say things that could probably like give any random person a claim to be able to get the thing removed, right? That is. If you're wondering though, some of you might have seen when PPP comes into the Dick Masterson, he goes, "Hey, F-Slur, how's it going?" And they looked at him like he just came in with his dick out. They're, "Oh, dude, not cool, not a good opener." And PPP goes, "Oh, what should I say? How's it going, guys? What's up, guys? Because you guys thought that was stupid as hell when it was Jesse." But he had a point. That's why he came in hot, because apparently saying "What's up, guys" was the funniest shit. What's up, guys? By the way, the fucking Jesse versus the kill stream thing was like the gayest, like, we're the popular kid, like, level shit I've ever seen in my life. Look at this guy! What's up? So yeah, I mean, I get why he came in with a fire like that. I appreciate the fact that he did. Yeah, Hard Bastard keeps his fucking nose pretty clean. I haven't tuned into his stuff in a while. Did you hear Ralph refused to show his report history when he was sniping PPP and Jim? Yeah, because somebody was spamming, "Ralph and Gator, show your report history. Ralph and Gator, show your report history." I saw spamming in chat. I saw people spamming that shit. And I guess he'd seen it because he said, "No, I fucking refuse." Well, I mean, the only person who stands to gain from clearing their name is you, Ralph. So if you would only stand to gain from showing your report history, then why wouldn't you do it? Kind of funny. You only stand to lose if there's something incriminating there. Just like Dick claiming to be a Chad and being a simp. I mean, some of the things he said to that girl were pretty, noteworthy, as something that we could all learn from. Straight up, I'll be honest. Since I read some of Dick's text and realized that shit worked, my fucking pussy income's like gone up by 300%. You gotta romance a little bit, take some notes, folks. I'm kind of joking. Oh yeah, Trevor Moore from Whitest Kids. Whitest Kids had some really good fucking sketches. Oh, Whitest Kids, they're back. I've seen some of their more recent stuff. They've definitely lost it. I don't know. Oh yes, we need Noodle. We need Noodle sound bit. I should call into the kill stream sometime. I'm good, dude. Don't you? I don't. I've heard people say that there's a paywall. I've heard people I've heard that there's a vetting process. I'm good, dude. Although I remember somebody sent me what Ralph had said about me, saying if I apologize and beg to come back or something, some really like maybe I would talk to him again. I'm good. Oh, if he comes crawling back. Fucking good, dude. He did block me on Twitter, yeah. I don't really care. I just thought it was funny more than anything. Sort of like when Nick blocked me. It's funny. A lot of people I never interact with block me all the time. Never even talk to them. Hard to maintain a grapist style of comedy nowadays. Oh, Noodle's great. She's actually running around the apartment right now. I got her this toy. It was a cheap-ass little... It's like a small stuffed animal, and she just carries it around the house like a baby. Yeah, PP... No, that's the thing about PPP. He's great at doing WCW level promos. It's fucking great shit. Oh, NPC. We talked about it earlier. I'd rather not go through it again, but it had to involve me talking, pretty much making public information that he didn't want to be more well known, as far as I understood, and he took it as basically a slap in the face. My only loyalty lies with you, chat. I don't care about clout or growing my brand. Hell, most of you guys know I don't even send out a notification for on Twitter or anything. I just do my show when I want to do my show. All they had to do was laugh at DM's laughs and play it off. That's all they had to do. Well, I see why they would think that there was a nothing burger there, because in some ways there is, right? But you have to kind of dig in a little bit to see the humor. You have to be outside of the box to really look at it and see how funny it is. And I think because they look up to Dick. It's not so much that he has blackmail on them, it's some weird op, but I think that they just look up to Dick. They like Dick. They need Dick. So they decided to white knight for Dick. Plus, the person coming on the show is an easily unlikable guy. The Jesse, Pot Awful. It's easy to hate on him. So they all just kind of lunged in like hyenas, really eager to prove how much they like Dick Masterson. And hell, that's not Dick's fault. Just as a whole, it looks kind of embarrassing. Nick Rakita blocked you? No, I haven't. Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, not Rakita. Why did you name your cat Noodle? She used to, when she was a baby, when I first got her, my ex and I were trying to think of a name for her. And she likes to dangle, like, over an edge and just sort of, like, hang there, just over an edge. Just reminded me of a noodle. And then I told her, I'm like, it's also the guitarist from Gorillaz, and we can call her Nudie. And she's like, all right, I think that's amazing. GoFundMe a scooter for Noodle. It hurt their ego and their only father figure. Kier Chan, I think that is on the nose and probably a better explanation than I would have give. They need Dick. I almost forgot. Do you think Ralph has blackmail on most of his capos? I know he has dirt on Rand and Flamenco. I don't think so. I think it's another situation of people just being a community, being internet friends. I don't even know that he has blackmail on Rand or Flamenco. I haven't heard that he had anything on Flam, but she is having so much fun. The Rand stuff, I'm pretty sure, was just a stream. It wasn't like something that he had hidden on his hard drive, but the fact that he would throw it in his face like that was kind of scummy. Let's see. You'd expect there would be more alpha chads on road rages, though. Makes you think. It really does. It really does. Tyronius Blacksmith with $5. Hey, thanks for being so interactive with your chat. It makes for a fun, dynamic stream. I get lost in chat often. Thanks, man. Keep it up. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming in. And that's kind of the focus of the show, is it's more of a chat with chat. Chat is the co-host here. So, you know, as much as we accept donations and we take all of that, it's not important for the overall show. It's kind of a chill hangout stream. It gets so chill sometimes that I might have a few drinks from time to time. And hypothetically, during these few drinks, I might pull out my guitar and play a few songs, even though I'm bad. I wish someone would animate that Killstream call-in like a high school lunchroom. They really should, right? 'Cause that's exactly what it sounded like to me. Like, they're all sitting down and Jesse walks up with a tray, like, to sit down. He goes, "Hey, what's up, guys?" You know, that's how he's standing the whole time as they're laughing, slapping their knee. He did talk about Rand's miscarriage. Yeah. It's weird that he finds that so funny. I don't know what on the nose means. On the nose means accurate, 100%, like on point. I agree. Dr. Phil in a Pizza Hut commercial. You know, everything being said, it was pretty gay of Jesse to get his Pizza Hut commercial can too. You know, eye for an eye doesn't help anybody. I understand how people are with the retaliatory internet beefs, but you know, just because somebody did something shitty to you, it doesn't mean it's okay to do something shitty back. You're still doing something shitty. It's what we hear on the internet a lot, right? Is, well, I'm doing this because this person did it. That doesn't make it right, though. You're still doing something bad. You're just trying to say, well, it's okay I did something bad because somebody else did something bad. Hey, I thought murder was okay. Since this guy murdered a guy, it's, you know? Good, you collectively lowered yourself. Fantastic. Oh, on the nose is not a good thing. It depends on the situation, I guess. Oh, somebody's saying, I know he has a secret recording of Rand. Like not even a stream that he's referring to, like a secret recording of them talking, and then he saved it as a way of, like, using it against him later. Never once have I ever considered doing that for somebody. Maybe I'm just not paranoid enough. Maybe I need to smoke more weed. Ralph is drunk again. Dude, it's only like 12 here. It's like 3:15 there. Shadow Kane, hey, take care, man. Take care. Pictures of road rage look like they smell like a game shop. I've never seen pictures, but I can imagine. PPP is reading out of the Bible. You mean the Bible, I think? Yeah, it was a sermon stream. That was why I decided not to watch it. Like, those can be funny, but... Oh, on the nose means simplistic and obvious. Yeah, I should probably not use that then. But two wrongs make a right. Right? They indeed. Remember when Thomas Smellington tried coming back? I do. I've never had a bad interaction with the guy, but holy fuck was that stream of his that got out, made him look really bad. On the nose insinuates too accurate of a statement. I didn't know that. I thought it just meant it was accurate. Pretty much the 9/11 of the internet. Oh my god, the Leo Pirate part, man. That it was good because it got things interesting, but Kitty, gonna knock over everything. Oh, Thomas the Stank Engine. Want to say something to Kitty or chat, Kitty? Unless she's asking for food. She's rather quiet. Yeah, I do need to add her to the soundboard. I'm gonna add you to the soundboard, Kitty. Is Noodle the fifth man? Are you the fifth man, Noodle? Are you involved in gay internet ops? whenever I'm talking about this, it just makes, I feel in my head, I'm like, no, I need to speak this with gusto. Jim's hypocrisy about Gamergaters being fags for selling out. Yeah, you know. Who's trying to defend Maddox? I don't think anybody is. Clean up, crew, Noodle. Clean it up. See, this is why I'm handing you this broom. This broom. Clean it. Clean it. Maddox is smugly chuckling at Dick right now. I'm sure he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, no one wants to defend Maddox. Yeah, that is bad time waiting to happen. Yeah, Jesse attacking Dick all stems from him being friends with Maddox. Yeah, I'm familiar with that aspect of it. Mad Dax screeching at a 3,000-pound leaf. What is the fifth man meme? Okay, so the meme is that how many people are colluding with PPP? You know what I mean? Like, how many people are working behind the scenes with PPP? And Godwinson's like, who's the third man? And so, like, who's the fourth man? And they just keep, you know, that's the meme. Is, I don't want to ruin it, but, you know, they're trying to play off of the paranoia of Ralph. Anyone around you could be working with us, Ralph. Is it Gator? Is it Bibble? Is it Dan, maybe? Who is the third man? The whole bit, that's pretty much it. Play the screaming clip. You know, that would be a good way to close it off, because I think I'm ready to get on with my day. I got some shit to do. But it'd been a few days, and I figured I needed to do a show. I mean, I do get paid monthly on Patreon, so I can't be too lazy. But inevitably, I knew that this would probably be the crux of what we were going to be talking about today, since it's really been one of the few things that's been interesting, in my opinion. All right, let me get this over. Somebody, Fallen Angel, had requested that I play this again, so here you go.
That's not true. As a matter of fact, that's not true. That's not true. You piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. That's not true. Piece of shit. Probably you that fucking motherfucking liar. I'm sucking. What are we defending? You
You're not even. You just said. Listen, I'll talk calmly for you.
There we go. There we go. You're welcome, chat. Gunt in the Wind or Riot? I thought we had already watched it a little bit. Do I still have the video up? Gunt in the Wind. It's funny how it's gone. Hold on, chat. We're gonna get this thing. Here we go. I'll let this play.
How do you feel about that?
I think Alex, I'm sorry that your fiance died, but just like 9/11, you'll never make it.
Alright, here we go.
Oh no. Oh.
Alright. It also reminds me of one I saw where it was Beethoven. The Alpha Gunt versus the Chad, or the no. Fucked it up. The Chad Gunt versus the Virgin PPP. Well, chat. So I don't know what we could do at this point. I don't know how much more cleaning I could do. Cleaning this thing up for Dick. Cleaning this thing up for New Project 2. Cleaning this thing up for Ethan Ralph. So all you fucking detractors and you A-logs know. That's right, mop it. Mop it. Oh, man, what a fucking weird year it's been. Oh, that was the other thing. I know they were saying that he admitted to being a virgin. That didn't let him finish, first of all. Because what he was saying was, I have made mistakes, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so you are a virgin. No. He's a devout Christian who doesn't approve of premarital sex. So when he says, I've made some mistakes, it's saying, yes, I'm not a virgin. Right? But they were so desperate to get a dunk on him that they... oh man, it was so fucking pathetic. Just funny. Yeah. If PPP is a virgin, this shit would never have happened. Yeah, it takes a little bit of gusto. And the same gusto that's required to walk up to a girl and say, hey, you're looking pretty good tonight. Do you have anything to do right now? You just sitting up at this bar? Are you looking for love or somebody new? Nick and his PPP practicing the sword meme was awful. I don't know. I didn't see any of that. Starfish gang, rise up. That poor dude he slept with. Clean it up, Chad. Let's clean it up. Of course he's not a virgin. He's just gay. Well, there you go. Absolutely BTFO. Kind of a boomer here. Help me use a soundboard. So, say you wanted to say Greta post. You type in exclamation point and then the command associated with the sound bit.
How dare you?
So exclamation point Greta. All of the commands are scrolling at the top of the screen. Have fun. PPP is the reincarnation of John Candy. That makes Dick seethe. I don't know. That might be taking it a bit far, but he is funny.
Tell the crew to push the whopper button.
Yeah, still, I rule the world doesn't seem to work. Let me fix it. Rule the world. Yeah, shit, it still doesn't work.
Disgusting.
How dare you?
How dare I indeed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I guess it doesn't work. It still works if I go into it and manually use the sound bite, but apparently the command is different. Maybe it's just because it's this now? Yeah, that doesn't work either. Or a PPP soundboard, so it would just basically say, that's the reality of the situation, and more of his verbal twicks, or verbal ticks. Yeah, it's Godwinson Never Dies or something like that. It's not the name of the channel, but if you type that in, you should be able to find it. Excuse me. But all right, guys. I think it's a good place to call it. I'm so mad. He is. He's seething. Absolutely seething. Replaced with a youthful cunt. That's the reality of the situation. Yeah, that's his. He says it a lot, and I have verbal tics too. I have a lot of things that I say that are It's basically speech filler. I say you know a lot. There are a few others, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up, chat. Remember, don't take the internet too seriously. It's just for fun. All of this is just dumb bullshit. Okay, I guess I'll reload. Here we go. And I can roll those sweet fucking credits. Later, Gator. Thank you. See you. What is it? After Wild Crocodile. It worked this time. Midnight in the morning. Stretching out to the afternoon. Just like last time. We hit over 3 hours. So I think morning might be a better time for me to stream. But next one, I don't know what the show will be about. I'm just going to start streaming whenever I have something to talk about. So remember, stay mad, and I'll see you all later.